Got this? Yeah, I know. Thank you. Nah, I'm chilling. I feel pretty good about my play right now. As long as I don't like completely whiff everything, I should be fine. Don't jinx yourself. True, true, true. I did almost beat Bagels, but it wasn't to be. It's fine though. I feel like I played well. Which deck are you using? Pack 2. Wait a second, are you a sub spy? No, I've seen you here before. I mean, sub should know I'm playing Pack 2 anyway. Alright, see you later, chat. Alright. I don't want to take cricket, but it is a pair in shop. I think that is probably better than the roll. It's not the worst of bluebirds. Alright, well, I could have had amped instead, which might have been better, but honestly, this is fine. I think this is best. You could switch these? I don't think that plays well around anything. This in back is best against Ant, but I think this is better on average. It's better against Otter and Cricket. Uh-oh. It's one of those games. Never mind. More crickets? Or more... Actually, I think Bluebird's better against this board. A cricket is only 2 attack, and a bluebird is 3 attack. I want these positioned where they will hit the potential 1-2 otter, so I guess back. I think this makes sense. Nice, that's big. Level 3 cricket or swan? I could actually take both, but and just like do combine, buy. And it's like a pig. I don't think that's correct though. Actually, maybe it is the Swan, because it gives me another gold next turn. And it's like similar payoff. Oh, it's tough. Probably not. Shit. Okay, rewarded. Good positioning by Mr. Subbo. But I was probably gonna lose this fight anyway, so it's not a big deal. So he should have one Dodo front. Now 1-4. Another Dodo. Outright. Ah, damn. Okay. Dunk is actually kind of decent against the Dodo. Gives me one more roll for Lobster. Cricket stays around for a while, but not forever. The llamas do stay around. Maybe I should have thought about positioning a little more, but I don't really see a reason to not just do this positioning. I guess I could play around Turtle by doing Llama first, but that just loses to a lot of other potential things. Oh, bang. Still fine, though. I'm gonna do this first, then Garlic whichever one it hits. I don't have very much to do next round, right? So Owl would make sense next round. So it works out more efficiently to buy Salad and then buy Owl next turn. I could actually also sell Skunk. Sell Skunk, cycle Owl on Tropfish, and just get a bunch of health on these. That's not bad. But the Skunk could be good, because it's... I think one of his bigger outs is to make a big unit that beats the Llamas, so I should probably keep the Skunk. So it's probably just Salad roll, right? Guess I could have rolled once for Garlic, but I don't think I would buy Garlic here. Maybe front llama, putting the other llama front was better, but I think this is pretty much guaranteed to not get one shot. I am pretty much committing to llama, so I don't mind just buying a llama here and starting to level. Like, I'm pretty much committing to force slotting for a very long time, so I think level 2 llama makes more sense here than it does. Gold breakpoint's a little weird, though. Mining onto the smaller llama because I think I'm already going to be big enough because I have a skunk, and so I want to, like, have the stats a little more balanced than turtle and the biggest one. Salad or roll? Rolling for turtle, skunk, and... Turtle, skunk, llama? Level 1 skunk is already pretty much accomplishing what I need it to, though. Probably salad. Okay, he has not played around turtle a single time, so that leads me to think I should do this. I mean, he doesn't have that much reason to play around turtle either, so... However, is this missing on covering an option that I could cover otherwise? This covers Scorp the best, because he would probably just front Scorp. I think this is just best. Shift this to the back, because this is actually higher attack now. That makes sense to me. Uh-oh. It's actually quite a lot of scaling. Actually could have won that fight with better positioning. Oh well. Okay, well this is pretty obvious. So it's T-Rex, but I'd probably have to run it on a on a 4 squad. So that's still 9 for 3, which is pretty good. I also could just forgo the llama entirely. In favor of more wide scaling. Maybe wide scaling is the play here, despite it hurts to give up 6/6 per turn, but I'm gaining. I lose 9 stats, but I get it more spread out, and obviously I get the benefits of running a 5th unit. It might just be correct. I could also sell Cricket for something, but I think this is actually just Cricket is actually just big enough at this point to stay. Should I be rolling for chili? Probably, instead of buying random foods. Chili, chocolate. dude, what the fuck? I mean, I still just have better scaling. So I think I level Skunk for tempo, even though it's not that much tempo. He is just committing to Turtle. Well, at this point, just front Melon might make sense. No, it doesn't really. Actually, wait, he has very few positions. No, he has to have Turtle first, right? So I can hard position around that. Though he can be Dodo Turtle. Seems unlikely, though. I don't think I can win if I sell T-Rex or Turtle. Not good enough. Any equipment. This first into Microbe is okay. How do I win after that? I think I have to keep T-Rex. I need something that can guaranteed kill this turtle. And then I need Chili behind whatever it is. I guess it's actually this. Okay, and then after I do this, I need to... Oh, there's still so many turns left. I guess next turn I spam food, the following turn I sell T-Rex. This many turns left, I might just have to go for level 2 T-Rex. Well, he sold his cat, though. So I'm actually still a tiny bit ahead, I think. I don't have much to do. I have to keep T-Rex with this many turns. Oh my god, okay. Well, now the plan is pretty simple. We just spam foods and find the equipment for T-Rex. Not sure. This problem is this doesn't consistently kill the turtle. I may just have to waste a melon. I think I have to just waste a melon. This should kill the turtle, and then this, and that should be fine. I got really bailed. I probably should have locked the T-Rex in shop. Ooh, that was really smart, I sub. Oh yeah, we just die. Well played. I didn't think of that option. I usually just lose anyway. Maybe T-Rex first can win. Man, hard game. T-Rex is a mistake? I don't think so. I think it works mostly. I think it was the best play. I'm not sure. Going T-Rex with the 4 squads is maybe better, but I felt like I needed an extra unit because I was pretty down on tempo. Like, I get more stats by doing non-T-Rex lines or 4 squad T-Rex, but I think then I just die. Bluebird's good enough. Well, not much to think about here. Oh, you bluebird. You sold. No. Alright. I think I just take that. It's significantly better than the risk of just whiffing. Okay, -1 gold. -2 gold-ish. I still think this is fine. Please don't have Mosquito. It would be a sub move to buy a Mosquito for some reason. Why did you hit that one? This Bluebird is actually selling. This is kind of a tempting shrimp board. I don't have a pill though, so it's a little awkward. But like, take 2 3-drops and then have like shrimp bluebird. That's probably wrong. Like, almost good. I think it was double shrimp, I'd probably take it, but yeah, I think it's wrong. pretty far away from Lotto, so I can probably just lock pill. Oh god. It might be over, boys. Alright, I don't know what that was. Anyway. Well, I think we just lose then. That's tough. These two are okay. Like tempo into lobster can is the out. It's kind of tempo. More hatching chicks. And I think probably want salad. I think I should be pretty far ahead here. Alright, cans please. Any can enjoyers in chat? He only has level 1 Dodo. His board actually isn't very good. Should be fine. Skunk is the worst. No, I kind of not skunk against this. Lotto. Guess I combine Hatching Chick then. These are not lobsters or cans, so we're in a bit of trouble here. Pair might be lockable. 1 gold pair on squirrel seems okay-ish. We're probably keeping squirrel. 1 gold pair is too good. Good news is he can't really change his positioning, so... Can I sell skunk here? I don't think I can. I think I have to combine squirrel, even though it kind of sucks to do so. Okay, not bad. That's pretty tough. Buy. Okay, I think we do have enough gold to get everything. These are 2 gold cans, but I think that's just too slow. May have to sell lobster now, or sell squirrel now, sell skunk now. This is not doing anything anymore. I think that does anything. Alright, GG's. I think I probably should change packs, but I don't know if it's pack 1 or 3 would be better. Or I should maybe just stay packed. It's interesting. I'm consistently getting beat out late game, and it doesn't. I feel like this is the best solution I can think of. I doubt Sub knows the matchup, and it's pack 1, so this is debatably just a favorable matchup. I think this offers my best chance. My Kiwi. Oh, I almost forgot. I was thinking about double selling and then buying Kiwi to try and win this fight, but I think that doesn't increase my chances enough. It's a rather scary board. Alright, I mean, if I can't win this game, I'm just bad. This should be like a free win. Maybe with sell Kiwi just so the Dolphin doesn't hit Pug. But I felt like being reduced. Like I was thinking because the Lollipop, I don't want. It's important to hit Lollipop, and I don't want to have to overwrite it to sell the mouse. But it was probably more important to make sure the Dolphin doesn't hit. Although I don't think I can usually win this fight, so maybe this is better. It's a close one. I was punished. I was gonna lose anyway. End on Frog to make sure the Dolphin hits the Frog and not the Pug. On this board, it's more likely smaller things are towards the front, because he has Flamingo pair that he probably keeps for Lotto. Put this in the back to win the fight as opposed to a draw. If he has Deer, then that really sucks, but I don't think I can play around that while playing around the rest of his board properly. Not going quite as I'd hoped. I might take an early combine if I find a Lollipop. I'm a bit tempted to just like combine Lollipop immediately, combined by Clownfish, just have a 12-12. Because this board is all tempo and no long term, so I mostly just need to survive. I like that, but let's roll for a start of battle first. 5. I think this covers the sheep breakpoint. I actually probably have better long term, so I'd rather draw here. Use sell, cycle, and on 5 drop. The pug is gonna get dolphined, so I guess I might actually cheese the clownfish. Doesn't do anything though. Maybe it's just cheese this to get the melon breakpoint. And it's useful later. Isn't looking good. Maybe find summons, I guess, and buff their health somehow to have them avoid having them get dolphined. Can I take this pug even? I mean, with 5 lives of I have to take the pug. I just have no outs otherwise. Popping this could do something. This has to be right, because if I level Anteater, then the dolphin hits Vulture, and that's worse, so I just lose 1 ant here, but I still get 4 procs of the level 2 Vulture, so... Oh, Double Dolphin actually kills the Vulture now, if I sell this Anteater. It might have to be sell Pug, actually. I have level 2 Vultures, and now it doesn't actually do that much. I think these are too big to sell. No, Pug is better than Salamander. Does it sell Salamander for level 2 Orca? I think it is. I really need protection on this Vulture. Actually, this is protection on the Vulture. In 2 turns, it gets out of double dolphin range, which is kind of nice. Oh, I need to play around Croc too. But he should expect me to have Puggin back. This plays around Croc as long as it's not my smallest unit. Well, the Croc would also be smaller than the Dolphin, so it's fine. Oh no, so I still need it to not be my smallest unit. Sell, buy 7 gold, sell 8 gold, 5 gold, sell 6 gold, roll into a summon. Probably my best shot. Like, I need health, otherwise this whole board just dies. Can I even afford the pepper? I think I have to buy the pepper. I don't know. Well, I mean, Clownfish gives some stats, I guess. Can't think of any better options here. And it plays around the, dolphin. Okay, still need more stats. Oh, I can go level 3 Vulture now. That doesn't do anything, though. 8 damage is plenty. I need more health on Vulture. I don't know how I can accomplish that, though. Or I just hope it never gets sniped. What if I just run 2 Vultures? Surely they don't both get sniped. I guess that's a potential way to gain health. GG's. That probably wasn't a good call at the end. Seems like Sub knew the matchup better than I expected, and seems like he played the matchup much better than I expected him to play it. Thanks for the sub, Damon. Congrats on proving you're the best.
Congrats on proving you are the best in the scene.
Kind of mean, don't you think? But you are giving me money, so I guess that's fine. Your team really not going to make playoffs? Nah, we still should be fine. In 3 more weeks. Man, you guys are toxic. I just took a really tough loss. 3-2 should make playoffs, although one could argue that it might be tough to win 3 weeks in a row. We need top 4 in the conference. There is no play-ins anymore. We should be fine. Not too worried. Nice odds. You play Sap, you should know a 25% chance is happening 1/4 of the time. I'm happy the Pack 3 game hit hard was a loss. Yeah, Sub played it well. Turns out Pack 3 is not a good pack after all. Probably was a mistake to go Pack 3. I think the big mistakes I can think of that was going Pack 3. Didn't go as well as I had expected because Sub played it quite well. I didn't expect him to. Are you gonna keep streaming? Yeah, I gotta do matchups in a bit. The other problem was I think I misplayed game 1 a little bit. I don't remember what I did wrong game 1, but I think I came out feeling like, yeah, that was a pretty close game. I think there was something I could have done better. Oh, so this is your fault, Bagels. Ah, unfortunate. Cast my POV in a minute if you want. I mean, every set counts. If you would play better with, if you would play better if, without your POV streamed, I'll just stream Violet's POV, assuming he's okay with it. Alright, sounds good. Thanks for the raid sub, appreciate it. Nah, I'm not too worried about our playoff aspirations. We probably even can win 2 of the next weeks and be okay. If both people want to stream, they'll just switch back and forth. Any more matchups today? So we'll be commentating Tibby versus violetcitizen in a bit. That's the remaining match of this week, and after that I'll be doing team turning matchups with Geo. Thanks for the follow, Zerval. They go 2-3, then tiebreakers would decide. Probably. I would need to take a look at it. I'm down to not stream. Okay. His perspective, commentating. Hey, nerd. There's a big music event today. Oh, okay. I did see Laura released a new single that I listened to, but if there's some others, I'll check them out at some point. Hey, wait! I know I did say 75. The matchup was 75-25, and it's funny that sub 3 only. But damn, you guys are really toxic. It's a tough loss. I'm not feeling too hot. I'm not feeling very good right now. Get one of the 75-25s right. I mean, I did say that after we lost the first two sets, we were unfavored, and this is why. Like, a 75-25 is not a guaranteed win, it's a likely win. Whatever, we bounce back. I think 75-25 is insane. It might be, but I feel like there's so many worlds where we run that set, and I just hit Lotto and just win instantly. I guess the first game I did hit Lotto and lost, but I don't know. I feel like the vast majority of the time, if I hit a good Lotto, I just win because Pack 2 is better than Pack 1. This is why I put the odds so high. It's not like even based on sub skill. It's because like I just think the matchup is that bad. So like if you do the math, T-Rex seemed bad. Yeah, most people were discussing that, but I felt like I couldn't think of a different way to win the game. So like if I don't go T-Rex and just keep scaling with Llama, I think I have too little tempo. If I go 4-unit T-Rex was the other option, sell like Cricket, I guess, or maybe Skunk. Skunk, I think I also just don't have enough tempo. As the site not working. Or Squad Rex. Yeah, that was what I did think about that, but I felt like I'd probably just get out tempoed at that point. So here's my thinking. Yeah, the Geo match was happening after the Tibby set. So here's my thinking, right? If I have a 65% chance to win a game against sub, which I think is not unreasonable, that leads to a 75% chance to win the set. So based on some lotto calculations I did a while ago, there's like a 10% chance I just hit a bunch of buffalo and bison and just llamas and just win. I guess the flaw in the calculations was that I assumed that if I hit a bunch of lotto units, it would just be an auto win. So that gives me like very good odds in each individual games. But sub played well enough to where he was actually able to win despite like big lotto hits. Because I hit lotto pretty good in game one and still lost. I need to change that win calculator. Yeah, I overestimated Lotto a little bit, so mistakes. We really underestimate counterplay against scalers. I think if it was Bison or Buffalo instead of Llamas, I just instant win. I think it's Llama specifically that's a little overrated, and maybe should not have included it in my like calculations. Debbie playlist is a good idea. I also might have overvalued Skunk against his boards, but I think it made sense in both times I used it. Made sense when you kept it too long. Second one, I kind of agree, but I don't think selling it meaningfully changes the outcome. I felt like it was doing more than I could have put than anything else I could have put in that slot. First game, yeah, so I thought about selling Skunk for T-Rex and going like full scaling, but I felt like that wouldn't be enough tempo because I feel like the llamas don't work out. Like, just having two really big units doesn't work out against his board. I don't know. I'm not sure if the first game was winnable or not. I think it should have been. If you do that, I think he just makes a bigger unit with his monkeys and wins. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess just the other option, the third option is just don't take T-Rex entirely and have like Skunk and then two llamas. But I think that also loses. So I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced the first game was winnable either. So I think the biggest throw was just going pack 3. But uh I should have either stayed pack 2 or like potentially switched to pack 1 to try and have like snipe counterplay to some of his stuff is fine, but yeah, believe too much in the pack 3. Fengar baited me.
Yo.
Hello. We're waiting on Tibby to finish his quiz, so it'll be a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Tough
think
set.
that makes sense. Sorry, what?
I was just saying tough set.
Yeah.
And I do want to say I feel bad because I feel like you're getting dunked on a lot. I think you need to look at it a way of like if people aren't necessarily making fun of you. It's like you were harsh on sub. You were harsh. I feel like you hate on sub a lot.
Okay, I've said many times the 75-25 is more a reflection, in my opinion, on Pack 1. Like, I think Sub is very good at Pack 1, but it's Pack 1 versus Pack 2. I think that inherently gives me an advantage, but I think I may have overestimated the advantage a bit. I've already admitted several times that I was incorrect about Sub being inactive. He's been an active coach this season. So the only thing is just I think I'm a better player, which I think is not an unreasonable statement.
I guess my argument would be, let's say you were playing Bagels and going into the set, you knew Bagels was playing Pack 1. It wouldn't have been close to 75-25. You probably would have been like 60-40 if you knew Bagels was playing Pack 1.
Let me do
that
some
you would have said like
calculations
60-40
on that.
for you.
So I win the big high rolls. I probably win the medium rolls. Like, uh, 40, like 55.
No, Bagels. I'm not saying Kodo's Pack 2 is 60-40 against your Pack 1. I don't even have an opinion on that. I'm just saying I was assuming that's what Markoto would think. Markoto would think he's 60-40 against you.
Okay, so the math process I used before the game, I would have actually said 70-30, but I think I need to rethink this a little bit because I think I'm overestimating Pack 2's high rolls against Pack 1. Because, like, part of my math is assuming that if I hit, like, 2 Bison, Buffalo, or Llama, I just instantly win. And that didn't seem
Oh
to be
yeah,
the
that's
case.
definitely not true.
So,
I think Pack 2 can lose with a high roll like as easily as they can lose with the low roll.
yeah, I
Because
think
like
I did
getting
overestimate the matchup. And so that would lower the win rate quite a bit.
like I think a good example would be like I don't even know if you're necessarily 75-25 against Lightmare. I feel like you're only like 70-30 against Light. So like 75-25 against somebody that's only playing Pack 1 seems wild
I'll
as well.
admit I put myself 90-10 against Lightmare with his random packs.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. Like I don't know. At that one I actually would just have to do math. But
I mean, a 40% chance to just auto lose every game is a lot. And like, I feel
oh, I
like
keep
I'm like at
forgetting that.
least somewhat comparable against Lightmare. So that I like feel like at the very worst I'm even against Lightmare's random packs with my pack 2. So that's like already a 70% chance to win each given game. Like that's a lot over a best of 5 set.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I keep forgetting that he rolls with the Mora Golden Pack and not just like a straight up random out of the 4. Um, but also, I mean, Pack 4 can win. I'm not going to lie. I was playing Geo's Pack 4 yesterday and I was kind of scared.
I feel like you shouldn't be, but I think pack 4 is
Dude, it's just
actually
like
just that bad. I think they occasionally win if they hit like perfect Nurse Shark comp. But
if they hit crazy summons and you never find a chili, what are you supposed to do?
like, what are the odds of never finding a chili or like any scaling or like anything that wins?
Markoto, it almost happened to me yesterday. I was coaching Hungary. We didn't see a fucking chili for like 9 turns.
No, but like, if even if you don't find a chili, if you find any form of scaling, that also works out. Like any decent
That's
scaling
not
should just win.
that's not necessarily true. Like the summons can match the stats of scaling usually. It's just the fact that they can't match the utility. So if you hit snipes or chili, you should just win. But if you don't hit any utility, Pack 4 can win.
I disagree. I'll have to see it to believe it. I think the only way for pack 4 to win is if you either just completely whiff everything, which, okay, yeah, that is a possibility, but like it's not exactly a high probability one, or they hit like a perfect trumpet comp, and then sure, you can sometimes lose then.
Yeah, I think you're asleep on how big summons can get in Pack 4. But I mean, it's still not like I still don't think Pack 4 is like ever going to consistently win.
Okay, so let's lower the odds to like 35%, and then lower. Like, that still leads to like pretty strongly favored in a best of 5. I think people forget that if you're like 60-40 in an individual game, that actually goes to like 70-30 across a best of 5. A lot of matchups are actually quite skewed.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, see, that's the weird thing about odds is that like really you could argue it either way. You could say that matchups should be more diverse. Like we should have more 80-20s and 70-30s. Or you could argue that like everything should be a fucking 50-50 because on any given day anybody can win.
No, but like I think mathematically, yes, anyone can win, but the odds of it are not great.
See, that's what you would say though. That's what you would think. But then the amount of upsets that happen made lead me to believe that those statistics are just wrong.
Well, I do think
Like, oh,
I've gone a little too far in the other direction because I think I'm overvaluing like how often people can convert high rolls. Like I've been giving pretty much everyone a 10% chance to win any given game just because if you hit enough stuff you will win, but that's actually probably not true.
yeah. I'm willing to take betting lines on whether or not I win a set this season, though.
Have you not yet?
I lost to Mav. Who did I lose to week 1? Who did I lose to week 1? I don't know. But from here on out, I'm just going to play myself against the best player every week. So I probably won't win a set.
Well, the way things are going for me, you might beat me. Oh wait, we don't play though. We're not in the same conference.
Oh yeah, yeah. Trust me, I wish we were playing because you're like the one top player I would really want to play.
Well, it's okay. I'm making playoffs. I don't know if you are or not.
It's looking a little rough for my team, but we'll get there. At least for Bagels is also in our conference, and he's also 0-2. So, and we play Bagels next week. So if we beat Bagels next week, we're looking pretty good to make playoffs. Damon isn't making playoffs because if he makes, that's not necessarily true. Bagels. I don't think guaranteed one of our teams misses.
All right. Tibby, how long is this quiz? Tibby even here? It looks like. Oh yeah, he's here. He's a mod. Okay. Let's take a look at the remaining schedules.
I don't see what Bagels means by that. Bagels, wouldn't it make more sense for teams to bench their top people against us?
It depends. What happens
unquote,
sometimes is the team is like, wait, we only need one set to make. We only need one set win to make playoffs, so they just like load all of their people against the weakest team.
oh yeah.
That happened to me in season 3, where Echo's team realized, hey, wait, we only need to win one set, so they just like went top 5 on us.
I literally can't go my top 5.
Yeah.
I have to bench me, Moose, or Aaron every week.
So I guess I may as well fill in the results. I have access. It'll make things easier.
Okay, yeah. The more I'm thinking about this, it's just I feel like I have to win next week against Bagel's team, or else I do miss playoffs.
I mean, probably, but it's not impossible. Let me fill in stuff and see.
This would be kind of funny though if I keep up the thing of every season that I've been a captain, I didn't make playoffs, and then every season where I wasn't a captain, I made finals.
That would be pretty funny. Uh, 5-2 just becomes. Oh wait, okay, I'll let Moose take that one. Wait, what does 5-2 become in best of 5?
5-2 becomes 3-2.
Okay,
it's 3-2.
Wait, shouldn't it be 3-1? I don't know, whatever.
I'm like 99% sure. So, because how DSC explained it to me in the dummy way is like you like times it by 2 and then like divide it basically, like in the easiest way to like, and then like do the dividing from there. So like 2-5 into, so then it's like 4-10. So then it's he won 40% of the games, quote unquote. I guess maybe that does come out to 3-1. Moose probably will have to check the formula for that one actually.
Okay, you know what? I know how to do math. So the way it should work is that you convert 9 games to 5. So like that just means you divide by 9 and multiply by 5. So 5 times 5/9 is wait, no, that doesn't. Wait, hold on. No, wait, you have to get it to get the 5 to 3. So
I think another way that like Chaz explained it was like
divide by 5 times 3, and so then 2 divided by 5 times 3 is 1. Yeah, it should be 3-1.
I'm pretty sure it is 3-1 because I think he said if you're over 50%, it's 3-2. If you're under 50%, for the most part, it's 3-1.
Okay.
And that 5-2 is under 50%. So. Waifu only won 22% of the games. And best of 9, yeah, Tyler, I did my math wrong. It's definitely 3-1.
Okay, so looking at my team, we're 0-2. Let's assume. So I think if we win out, we make playoffs. So let's look for a world where we lose one set. We lose to. If we lose to Equi's team, well, let's look at each team. You know what? This is too hard. We still have a chance to make playoffs. We just need to win.
Yeah, that's the annoying part about only one team missing playoffs. I feel like it's really hard to do playoff calculations.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna look at it with Moose the other day, and then I got about 10 seconds into looking into it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, fuck this." There's so many different possibilities.
Tyler Ona also plays Pack 1. It's free.
Winning record 100% guarantees playoffs. Titus.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if 2 and 3 makes it, and I think it does, but I'm too lazy to do the math.
Yeah, no,
Tyler. Now
Titus
that I've
gets
gotten the losses out of the way, I'll be prepared to beat on that.
It's mathematically impossible for a winning record to miss playoffs.
Is it mathematically possible for 2-3 to miss? Probably, right? It would.
Yes.
There would have to be three teams.
With what T-Disc pointed out, if one conference just shits on the other conference, like they win all of their interconference matchups, then that conference is going to be a lot better, and a 2-3 will miss.
Well, how has that gone so far? Okay, well, so far my Turkey conference has won both sets. Great. Awesome.
Not even just if your tiebreaks are good, T-Disc. 2-3 should just make playoffs. It should be very unlikely for 2-3s to miss. There should be
and
one
if
team
we
in
win, that puts it to 3-0 for the Turkey conference.
I mean, 2-3 doesn't guarantee it, but with there being 2 0-2 teams in one conference and another 0-2 team in the other conference, it's very unlikely that we don't have a 1-win team in each conference.
Yeah, we are probably playing the best team from the Seal Conference, which is a little tough, but we can win.
Who did you guys get from Seal Conference? Oh,
we got
right?
Kai and Geo.
Kai and Geo's in our conference?
Yeah, they're currently leading the conference.
I don't know. I thought Bagels was in our conference.
He is as well. Those two things are not mutually exclusive.
I thought you guys played Bagels, though.
No, we did not.
Oh.
You would have been able to tell if we had. The shit talk would have been so big.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
The spreadsheet would be on fire. Me and Bagels would both get banned from Dojo.
Yeah, T-Disc. That's what I said to Moose at the beginning of the season. I was like, I don't want to hear a single team fucking complain about their matchups. So you can complain about your matchups, but it will fall on deaf ears.
It'll be fun if we win, which we will. I think my team is still the best team. We just haven't proved it yet.
I'm such a hater on Hop's team. I feel like Hop's team actually isn't that good. I know he beat our team, so I can't really say that, but I mean, I threw. I shouldn't have lost to Mav.
Hey, Damon, you know what? Remember our broken Season 1 team? We lost 2 sets. Sets in regular season.
Oh, yeah, sure. It was probably a longer regular season, though, right?
No, it was... Well, oh, wait, it was 5... Wait, no, it was the same. It was 5 weeks.
Oh. Yeah,
we didn't start off 0-2, but we lost in week 1 and 3, so pretty much.
No, I remember, Markoto. We lost the 2 weeks I was benched. I remember that.
Oh, that's true. That's pretty funny. You're too good,
because it was one of the reasons why I said I was MVP. Because I won every set, got the deciding set in finals, and the 2 weeks that I didn't play, we lost. So
I thought Moose got the deciding set in finals.
No, he got the deciding set to put us in playoffs.
No, that was me.
Or maybe
Moose
I do have it.
Maybe set.
Maybe I have it switched around then. Maybe Moose won finals and I won the set that put us in playoffs.
No, I won the set that put us in playoffs because I beat Kutarba in like last game.
What was my set with Cruiser? Because I remember. I won the set to put us in finals. That's right.
Oh yeah, to put us in
Because
finals. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Because it was the deciding set. We were 2-2 going into finals or going into the last set. I think I beat Cruiser.
Format. Nah, this
Okay.
hurts because I think
Did you
Tibby
realize
should
he
just
put,
beat
like,
Violet in this format in particular. So I pretty much cost their team the week. Darn.
Yeah. I'm just kind of confused that he put 1-2-3, 1-2-3, 1-2-3. And I was like, then whatever goes for game 7. That looks like a lot more than 7 games.
Maybe Tibby should throw for morale, and all of the people who lost this week can be like, oh well, it wasn't entirely my fault.
Dude, that's what I wanted Moose to lose so bad. So I didn't feel like me losing to Mav actually mattered.
Campaign all your stuff. Yeah, I'm mostly kidding, but I do think like my set was probably the most important to win out of the 3 we've lost so far. Like I don't think Zen beating Zerval is a realistic expectation, and I think Beast versus Grouchy. I did have Beast pretty favored, but I think that definitely wasn't as much of a. I think I was more favored against Sub than Beast was against Grouchy.
I mean, I guess, because I think both of those are 50-50s.
I disagree, but unfortunately, I'm not exactly in a position to argue right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's kind of hard to say it.
Hey, last time I played, this time before I played Sub, I 3-0'd him. You know?
Yeah. That was a different Markoto. That was Markoto before the cockiness.
No, I was definitely cocky at that time, too. That was during the Cruiser tournament where I went pack 3 mirrors against Fluffo and Grands.
I don't know. Your cockiness feels a lot more personal now. Feels like you're coming for throats.
I have been playing it up a little bit.
So yeah, it feels like it's a new era.
Okay, Tibby,
I think
when
Grouchy
is your
versus
quiz finishing?
Pack 3 isn't. What? Don't put words in my mouth, Bagels. I didn't even say Pack 3.
Tyler, I feel like I've been more on the villain end of the spectrum for quite a while now.
No,
I don't know.
I've heard you say this so many times, and I completely disagree with that. You were like the hero of the SAP scene for the longest time, and now you're the villain.
I think I was for a while, but I think I've been a villain for a decently long time.
Oh, yeah, like a couple months now, but
I mean, I've only been playing for like how long has it been? I started in like November 2021. It's only been a year and a half.
Tyler, I am the opposite of cocky. Well, no, against certain people, I'm like really cocky. For the most part, I'm like, I think I'm just bad.
Toto is in his bag. There was just a hole in the bottom and everything fell out.
Oh, you love my cocky.
No, just you wait. I still have matchups against you. I'm gonna fucking shit on you.
All right, we're gonna make sure Tyler never says no weird shit like that again in chat.
Bard is the real villain. I mean, yeah, obviously there are more villainous people than me, but like I think I'm a little more on the villain end of the spectrum these days.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to cross back over from the villain side. I want to be back on the hero side.
Unfortunately, if you're an established top player, that just automatically gives you a bunch of villain points.
Yeah. And God, it's just so fun to talk shit to people.
Yeah. I mean, heroes can talk shit too. Everyone loves like the plucky, shit talking hero archetype.
Oh yeah, but my shit talk is like definitely like villain shit talk. Like mother should have aborted you. You
Tyler, you are a villain.
Tyler, I think you're a villain just because people don't like you. You didn't even like choose to be a villain. We chose for you to be a villain.
What have I done? I don't know, Tyler. What have you done?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't think Tyler did anything. I think we just chose for him to be a villain.
I think Tyler is occasionally a bit mean, but otherwise that's about it.
I think Echo's been being really mean lately. So what's gotten into him?
I don't know. I feel like lately people have been more mean to Echo than Echo has been mean to people.
No, and it's a cycle. I think that's why it keeps happening. Because Echo's on his toxic arcs now. We're all being more toxic to Echo.
I don't know. I don't feel like Echo really did that much to deserve this.
I mean, no, but now he's playing into it, so it's getting worse.
Can't we just shift all the toxicity to someone we don't like?
I think we should shift it all to Geo. I think Geo's a good target. He can take it.
I'm down for this.
And Geo can shoot back. That's what makes it sad about making fun of Echo. He doesn't shoot back.
This is getting too toxic. Where's Tibby? How many? It's 10 questions on a quiz. How long could this possibly take?
People are so mean to me and get annoyed when I try. No, Echo, I'm trolling. I'm not actually annoyed that you're being toxic to the people that are dicks to you.
Don't bully Tibby. He's ready. Well, where is he?
Oh yeah, you're right, Tyler. Echo will clap back at you. He doesn't clap back at literally anybody else though.
Oh, we're waiting on violetcitizen. I apologize for all of my slander, Tibby.
Tyler carrying a championship team. Omega lol.
Wasn't it like pretty blatantly Rec War carrying? Like he didn't actually do
Yeah,
that well, but he did like pioneer
that
a
was
new
the
meta
season
for
where
his team.
Rekwar.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rekwar taught the entire team Dodo meta.
Yeah, he was awful in terms of like playing, but like that's only a small part of your role in the team.
Tyler wanted to talk about carrying. Where was the carry in fucking season 2 or season 3, whatever it was, when you were on my team and you didn't win a fucking set?
Man, I thought you
I mean, you
guys'
probably
team
won
that
like
season
one
was gonna
set,
be
but
so good, and then it just didn't really happen.
it was so bad, dude. Snickster and Tyler lost like every week. I didn't have a good season. Cruiser had a good season. That was like it. 2 and 4, yeah. I mean,
Imagine the
I
timeline
knew
where
you
Sin
didn't
was
go.
able to coach Leah.
Dude, I totally forgot Sin was even on my team that season. That's how inactive Sin was. And that's been my hex for being a captain so far. Every season, my first round pick is just super inactive. So that's why I
I
took most
mean,
this year.
you first picked Abzo. I don't think you deserve everything that happened to you that season.
Yeah, I took Sin and then Apso. I didn't learn from Sin.
I thought Sin was
Draco was
reasonably
terrible.
active, it's just the time zones didn't work at all.
No, Sin was not active.
Okay.
It wasn't even close to active. Everyone underperformed. Yeah, Tyler's right. Literally our entire team underperformed except for Cruiser. Cruiser popped off, had a great season. Everybody else did awful.
Wait, there was 3 seasons where you didn't? No, wait, okay, there were only 2 seasons where you captained.
Yeah, this is the third season, yeah. Because
Your
season
first
one,
pick this
season
season
4.
was Moose, right? I can't really see Moose busting that hard.
No, that's why I took Moose.
Yeah.
I was so scared of taking Tibby, and for whatever reason, Tibby became inactive this season. I couldn't do it for a third season. I knew for a fact Moose would be active.
I mean, Tibby is guaranteed to become inactive during the final week of the season, so that would already take care of the jinx.
Dude, see, that's the thing. When you think about Apso, he's a great player. He was super active before that draft. He literally streamed SAP every single day. He played a lot of ranked. He was willing to coach. He was willing to be coached. He was like the perfect first round pick. And then I take him. He stops streaming SAP. He stops playing SAP. He leaves SAP Dojo in the middle of the team tour.
Yeah.
It was so bad. I think he's literally the worst draft bust of all time. Because like you could say Mumph, but like I don't think anybody expected Mumph to live up to the second overall pick.
I think Mumph last season was more of a bust than Mumph in the first season.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Though he beat Kutarva, so I think that automatically keeps him out of like biggest draft bust contention.
Yeah, Abso didn't even get Abso beat Jeet. That was it.
I thought he beat Cruiser.
Yeah, he beat Cruiser, but that's like he should beat Cruiser. He's better than Cruiser.
Yeah, that
Lucid
probably
season.
is just the biggest draft bust, which is tough.
Yeah. I also had 2 draft busts that season because Fangar ended up kind of being a bust too.
I mean, I think you really could have seen that one coming.
Yeah, I mean Fangar was my second round pick. There was a reason everybody was skipping him.
Yeah.
Fangar's not as surprising, but
I mean, for a second round pick, I think that's not that big of a bust. It's like slight. Honestly,
I can't think of any.
Probably up there last season. He was completely inactive, quit the game basically like 2 weeks into the season, and DQ'd the final week.
Markoto, I think your entire team last season was a bust. Like you
No,
also
it's
had
weird
Draco.
because I had like at least one like massive hit off of Beast. I think Poke was pretty good for where he was for his seed. I think like Ambo and was a bit of a bust, but everyone else was good.
Well, yeah. When I'm saying your busts, I mean like all your top picks because like obviously your bottom picks can't be busts.
Yeah.
I mean like you had like Draco, you had that was the sub season, right?
Me, Moose, who was the third seed?
Oh, then I'm not talking about last season. I'm talking about the season you had Draco. Never mind.
Oh, that season was really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that team was awful.
Bagels, I literally just said I think Poke did well for where he was drafted.
Markoto, sub Qatar, but not making play. And then I mean, the same thing happened with Echo's team. I mean, they made playoffs, but then the Echo Light Requar team.
Yeah. The Echo Light Rekwar Kutarba team. And then Kutarba
not even
went,
making
like,
finals.
1-4.
So that's the thing. I was gonna bring up HLZ, but HLZ can't be a bust.
Yeah, like a bust is someone who you have high expectations for. I mean, I guess I expected HLZ to be a bit better, but
See, Echo can't be a bust either because Echo was a captain last season. Or else I would have brought up Echo because Echo did have a really rough season.
I mean, you could say
Kutarba.
He was picked very high and went like 1-4 against like much weaker opposition.
Kutarba's up there. Oh, they didn't make playoffs? I thought you guys made playoffs and you just got eliminated round one. Shit. I thought they just got eliminated round one. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I guess I did say the team was S tier, but I did bring up that I didn't think the team was that broken because of activity concerns. I was kind of right. I just didn't expect it to be that
bad. Hey, Echo might have retired Skate, but I retired Bold Bunny. Fuck that guy.
What did he do?
Dude, all I remember is that like Cass came to me that week and was like, "Hey, I shouldn't tell you this, I just feel bad, Bold Bunny refuses to practice for your guys' set because he said it's just free. And then I 3-0'd him.
Wait, why did Cass tell you that? I did hear about that through the grapevine, but I was like, I don't think I should make this public.
Yeah, but yeah, Bold Bunny said he wasn't worried about me whatsoever. And I 3-0'd his ass. And then he just was gone after that.
Yeah. Good times, good times. Remember when we were good at the game? Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, I miss it, man. I'll never get the high of season 1 back.
We can still both make it. I'll see you in finals.
Oh yeah, no, I'll see you in finals. Last season was like the closest I got. I started feeling really good about my play and my team last season. And then we got fucking dunked on in finals.
The team was so close to making playoffs. We were gonna get bounced immediately if we did make playoffs, but we were like literally 2 games away. I was so mad.
Yeah, that's what's gonna really hurt this season if we miss playoffs. Because so far we're 0-2, but both weeks were like super close. And so if we miss playoffs, it's...
But I think the streak is still alive. Every single set this season has been a 3-2. Every set in the first week was, and I don't think any sets have finished except for Freet's waifu, which did make that a 3-2.
My set's finished, right? Yeah, 3-2.
Yeah, I think literally every set this so far has been 3-2. And I feel like it's likely to stay that way. Because I think Tibby will probably beat violetcitizen, so that would be 3-2. I think Tango will probably beat Bled, and that would make it a 3-2. I think
it's very unlikely for it to stay like that.
Oh, the entire season, no. But like, it's just even like 10 sets is crazy. But I do think this is like the best season so far in terms of like team parity.
So this is Gio. That's one thing I brought up to Moose with this whole playoff structure. It's like it's gonna feel really bad for the 10 players that don't, or the 14 players that don't make playoffs, just because of how many people do make playoffs, and you're the one team that has to wait, or one out of the 2 teams that has to wait the entire playoffs for a new season. It does kind of suck, but.
Yeah, because I don't know how we would, like, we would take a disaster for us to not make playoffs. Like, I think our team is actually so good. We just haven't quite gone there in the first 2 weeks. I think we should bounce back pretty quick.
Echo, I can't really tell you that because I'm doing matchups with your captain in 2 hours.
Oh, right, Echo's not the captain. No, that would make the team that loses feel so much worse.
Yeah, like because
then if you
feel that good for the other
match team to win. So,
yeah. But Echo, fuck it, I'll just tell you. I think I do. I think I'll be honest. I don't think I have good odds against you either. I don't like playing you, Echo. You just beat me a lot. And I won't even say it's because of Lotto. I think you're probably just better than me right now.
Well, that's a good sign, Echo, because I think you guys' matchups have been quite good.
Yeah. No, like week 1, it was super impressive. Like I said your guys' team was by far the worst team, and then I had you guys winning 5-0 week 1.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like hot bench top 2. I think he benched himself and he played Requar. You should stream in the Kodo Chord if you want your side commentated. Bench 204 out of top 4. Okay, that's true. But even then, like, you should at least have a few favorable matchups at that point, but...
I mean, like, we can encourage, like, the 2 bottom teams to play a toilet bowl, but...
I think that straight up is something that should not happen. That would be so bad. I toyed with the idea when I was TOing Smash of having a reverse double elim bracket where if you win, you're eliminated to find the worst player. But then I was like, no, we can't do that. Whoever ends up losing is gonna be so sad.
It's kind of funny though, and I think it works better in a team event where like not any single person can take blame. Every person could look at that and be like, "Oh, well, my team sucked. Whatever."
I can take blame. I'm mature enough to do it.
But what it boils down to with the toilet bowl is I don't want to put any more work for Moose to do on the document, so it probably wouldn't end up on the document anywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you wanted to do it just for fun and still report the results and stuff, they could do that.
Echo, I don't think I'll be able to stream that. That's probably going to be during this set, because this set's a best of 7. But if people want to watch that, that will presumably be in Dojo.
Echo is the singular toilet bowl player. Yeah, the toilet bowl is just the entire losing team having to play Echo.
Alright, we'll start with Tibby, because team bias. We've already lost
Oh,
the
actually-
set, just give me this.
That's a tournament idea I've toyed around with that I think would be kind of fun. So we take like 4 top players, like you sub Bagels Kai, and then we take like 20 not top players, and each one of you guys have to play 3 matches at a time. And you have to win the best of 3 of all 3 matches that you're playing at the same time.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
It would just be really hard to find the perfect timer. Where like you actually have enough time to do all 3 turns, but it's not so much time that it doesn't actually change anything and you literally are just playing 3 games.
3 games at once is hard. Like, you have to... I've played 2 games at once, and that was already, like, kind of difficult. So, anyway, speaking of difficult, awkward turn for Tibby here. He got the God start, but kind of weird now. He rolled past the first shop. He now has 2 rolls. I don't like this horse, do you? I think, like,
No,
it's too weak.
I hate it. You just take duck, yeah.
Tough start, though.
Honestly, it's super weird, but I think Otter was considerable. Just to like try to play into level 2 Otter.
Otter was pretty good, yeah, with the horses.
Combining the horse because it's better for tempo. I like that.
Better? I guess so.
Yeah, you don't need the extra horse buff on cricket. Well, I guess if you're positioning like this, you might.
It won first was bold. Oh, he gets the draw with this positioning. I think he actually would have probably drawn either way, but...
This is cooler.
Yeah. Alright, Dodo's bad. Yep. Alright, there we go. Combine, sell... I think you take this cricket for sure, right? Take this shot.
Yeah. With level 2 horse, you also have the triple potential. Yeah. I just buy all 3 and shop.
Yep. I could see an argument to take Pig instead of Dolphin because you don't really need the tempo of the Dolphin, but probably too much. It's just 1 extra gold.
Yeah.
It'd be really dope, though.
I mean, I also knew for a fact Tibby was going to take it because now he's just going to go for level 2 Dolphin. Tibby really likes Dolphin. And it's just another triple for turn 7.
Yeah, I mean, Tibby, like, really forces tier 5 Lotto. Like, I think the most out of any, like, high-level players. Oh, that position costs him the fight, though.
Yeah.
I guess the other thing with taking this Dolphin is that the Pig is if you lose that round, then you don't want to win this round either. So the tempo is, like, really not particularly high value.
Yeah, but I think it's still good just for another triple. Like, now next turn you can be buying Dolphins.
Yeah, but you could also just buy Pigs next turn. That's debatably better, because if you're going Lotto, you're probably not winning the fights anyway.
Maybe, yeah. I can see that argument. No shot, you take that horse.
Okay, yes, Violet, I guess that's true. 1, 2, The instant spider pill. I don't think I like that very much. Like, the spider was another reasonable pair to look for, and it's good tempo on the following turns with the horse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Moose. That you don't want to just accept that you're losing fights with
That's
Lotto,
fair,
because then
yeah. I think the dolphin is probably correct, but they just sell the camel.
yeah, it's better tempo and better gold wise.
Well, you actually want worse tempo, but I really like
Oh,
yours.
it's still turn 14. I'm stupid. I will
This
be
turn has
right
been
back.
taking a while. I don't know. I don't really like how Tivy's played this. I feel like the only reason to not sell the camel there is to if you think you want to have the option to go camel triple instead. That seems a little expensive. I guess now you can like see which you hit between camel and dolphin and take the first one, so it increases your odds a little bit, but not really because you have to sell now anyway. I feel like you just lose a bunch of rolls here for not much reason. This is bad order unless you're taking the 4-drop. He is taking the 4-drop. That's weird. I thought Tibby would never do that. This seems like the perfect situation to go Lotto. You have like a pretty shitty board, except for, you have like a pretty shitty board to go like rabbit or whatever. So Lotto just seems like the best thing you can do. You have some good pairs to look for. You don't have the I don't know. Surprising. Okay, well he did hit the rabbit, but like I don't even think this is a good board for rabbit. And if you're not going rabbit, I feel like you should just go Lotto. I guess he's thinking that the cricket combine and a 4-drop would be enough to win this fight. It wasn't skunk. Tier 5 Lotto sucks. I disagree. Damon, you're muted if you're saying something. Just checking sure. Anyway,
Yeah, no, I'll be back in a second.
yeah, I got you. Alright, does get the fight. Actually. Okay, he does barely get the fight win, which I guess was the purpose of this. You probably take that. It advances your Lotto, because now you're looking for one horse as opposed to 2 dolphins. Okay, perfect. Just sell dolphin. Dolphin doesn't have any value here. Alright. 3 tier 5 triples is certainly above average, I think. And you even have, like, double pill frozen and a cricket, so you're well set up for stuff. You have a swan to... You have a swan. This looks like a very, very good spot. You also have 3 lives. Yeah, looking good. Still questioning whether it was correct to take that combine. I guess it made enough sense. Well, I don't know. I think at the very least you wait until you see like the snail, and then once you see the snail, you could be like, oh, okay, I kind of want to go for some tempo here. Not quite get the positioning here, but like winning this fight was not exactly expected. All right, it's lottoing time. I mean, not the worst, not good. That's not very good. Oh wait, he only has 2 triples. My bad. Well, either big cow, big croc, or big swan. I think those are the 3 best buff targets here. 1 triple. I think it's big cow. I really don't like the horse. I feel like the horse was one of the worst units to buff. feel like you are very incentivized to sell the horse here with it being level 3. I was fine with Croc or Cow. Or even Swan, I think, was fine, but I think this is one of the worst options. I personally liked Cal the best because I think Cal stays around in basically every line, can stay around in basically any line, whereas you're kind of incentivized to sell Croc if you end up with a. Well, even then, Croc's just okay. I don't know. I guess, yeah, Cal's effect is like generally useful. Like, there's no comp where Cal's effect is not useful. Even in summons, just being able to add some stats is nice. Whereas, Croc you would want to sell if they don't go summons. Arcane's actually buyable here. I mean, what else are you doing, really? I think it might be forced. Like, people talk a lot about cans being bad tempo, but depending on when you pivot your board, like, getting a bunch of stats is good tempo. Pretty sure Tibby loses. It's not looking great, but it's not impossible for him to win this fight. You could go, like, I think you sell... Yeah, you definitely go Whale here. And then, worst case, Whale Cricket, but ideally sell for... Eric Croc. This is a little weird, but it works out. Cans just mean you aren't smart enough to improve your current boards. I feel like cans are a good way to improve your current board, though. Like, just this turn, the cans were each plus 2/2, which is decent. And then, on future turns, it'll be even better. You whale the parrot, yes, the whale will still eat, but then the parrot will also eat the whale. I was playing this pretty well. It's not completely out of the woods. The parrot, with the parrot and the whale, you're set up very well to go summons. I think if you kind of have to roll for turkey deer this turn though. Rock, I don't think that's enough. I think like, I think going Croc here can often win a fight, but I mean, I guess you still have enough time to find turkey. Okay, so I don't like this because now I feel like you just have no long-term out. Like, now you sold the whale, which means you can't really go turkey now. I mean, I guess you still can, but I feel like you have to keep the whale around here and just skip the cow. Not onto the smaller Croc. I think he's trying to set up breakpoints around Chili or something. Not really sure. Yeah, he's trying to set up breakpoints around that deer. But if he's doing that, he should probably have bigger Croc first. A fourth Croc better? I believe so. I'm not really sure what the skunk is accomplishing. I guess it sort of sets up breakpoints on the because you don't quite have enough attack to break the dodo, but I think a fourth Croc is more likely to be better. Oh, fourth Croc definitely would have won. But wait. Oh, yeah. Well, that's not good, because going into this, Tibby was saying that he thinks he should be pretty favored in this format just because he says he's probably not going to lose any Pack 1 mirrors. Like, this is where Tibby was supposed to make his money. I think Tibby is much... I think the Pack 3 mirror really could go either way. Tibby actually lost to Violet in pools of the recent tournament. Pack 2 mirror, I mean, it's inherently a little coin flipping. I'm not entirely convinced Tibby's Pack 2 is that much better than Violet's.
I think Violet's Pack 2 is better than Tibby's. Hot take.
I'm not
But I think
convinced,
Tibby's
but
Pack 1 is like much better than Violet's Pack 1.
yeah.
So that does kind of suck to lose.
Like that was kind of a must win. Oh god, Violet's beetling. Oh wait, this is good though, because Violet will get baited into going Beetle Drum.
Wait, are we switching perspectives?
We're switching, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I also think Violet's probably going to be better at Pack 4. Violet's
They're
probably
not
just played
playing
more
Pack
Pack
4,
4.
just 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I know that too. I literally have your stream pulled up and it says it right here.
Alright, takes the double fish. I actually, a hot take, I would have probably taken that pig as well. That's the wave me and Bagels have been on lately, and I think it's just correct. Like, it's just so much better than the 3 rolls. It's so, like, I'd rather just take the guaranteed pig than take the odds of hitting,
I think it depends on what units you have on board. Since you have fish, I think 3 rolls is fine. If you have any unit that's not fish, then pig is probably fine.
I still feel like the pig is just more efficient than rolling 3 times, so, like, the goal is just to avoid having to roll freeze.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks, but you would much rather roll for fish on tier 1. Not much, but you'd rather roll for fish on tier 1.
Alright, so you probably just take that swan, yep.
But I guess you would have to do this. What's better odds? Having to freeze roll, but getting those rolls on tier... Potentially having to freeze roll, but getting those rolls on tier 1, or having to roll in tier 2 shop?
I think it's better to roll in the tier 2 shop than to freeze roll, I'm not sure. But the other thing is that the pig is also
like
tempo, which is
you're
somewhat
twice
relevant.
as likely to find a fish. So let's say it's basically like you're rolling with 6 slots instead of 3, if you're comparing it to tier 2. And if you have to freeze roll, you're only freezing 1 out of your potential 6 slots. So I would feel like 3 rolls would have to be better on tier 1 than tier 2.
I guess the other thing is that because you don't have the level 3 yet, you can adding tier 2s to the rolls is not irrelevant. Like being able to hit swan.
I completely agree, but that's why I said only for fish.
Yeah,
like if there's other
the value of
like
level 3 with fish is much higher than with other pets, so maybe that would swing it.
I think with fish you have to roll there. With other pets, there's definitely an argument for pig. Because yeah, like you said, you can just take tier 2s instead.
I think it would also come down to whether the pig can win you the fight, because that's somewhat meaningful. But in that case, you were probably ahead anyway because you had beetles versus ladybug, so that would also be a reason to not take pig in that situation. Maybe it's more complicated than I had previously thought. So Violet opting to ditch the lotto and just meatbone the swan, which I think makes sense. He was 2 swans away, and the odds of hitting 2 swans at that point is just not very high, and the meatbone's relevant. So I think that was a good decision.
Yeah, that's what I usually do when I'm just rolling for 1 pet. I'll buy at least 1 food. I won't like spam both foods and just give up on rolling. I won't use like all of my gold to roll.
I really dislike this cupcake freeze. Oh wait, that's why. I feel like garlic, apple, like anything else would be better, but it's so cool.
That
like,
is
if you didn't have a hatching chick, this would make a lot more sense. Like if this was a rabbit or something, but you already are probably going to win this fight. You have lobster hatching chick.
I guess the idea is that you want to win the fights so bad because you're putting them on 6. But
yeah,
I don't think
I feel like the garlic is actually just better for that purpose anyway, and it's better next turn.
Like I think that's the more fair argument. That garlic on your like hatching chick unit would just be really good. Like here, instead of this cupcake, you could have just said garlic on beetle and then hatching chick to beetle, I guess.
Adis is asking about freeze rolling skunk in case you hit lobster. I think that would be correct here. I'm not. I think, yeah, that would have probably been correct. Although maybe since you also have the hatching chicken shop, it would be wrong because you're freezing too much at that point. It's a lot of math that I
Yeah,
don't
you
really
wouldn't
care
want to
enough to
freeze 2
do.
units.
What was Tibby's board?
Hmm.
Do you sell skunk or swan? I mean, you could. You also
So
are
Echo.
already ahead. You could just buy.
Oh yeah, you can. Ooh, I don't like that.
Well, this is
I
the
don't
like
like that.
I'm just winning this fight play, but in that case, buy the garlic. At
I
least
just don't
freeze the
like selling
garlic.
this. I don't like selling the swan. I felt like the swan was like the last unit you're selling.
I'm fine with okay, this is pretty bad. Like the whole point of selling this one is to like be able to run double hatching chick and just say, okay, I'm just gonna give myself good odds to win this in the next 2 turns. Which I think would kind of make sense, because you're at a very big long-term disadvantage, whereas you have a very big short-term advantage. So I think like running double hatching chick for that reason makes sense. But if you're buying an owl, then like this just seems very strange.
Yeah, no, I really dislike the owl. I also don't agree with the double hatching chick though.
I don't know. I think it gives you pretty decent odds to just win. It means you pretty much always win this turn, and then at that point, like there's a lot of ways you can just instantly win the next turn. I think that gives you like a very high chance of winning. So I think that makes sense to me. But yeah, this owl doesn't fit with that plan at all. At that point, you would rather just have the swan.
I don't know. I could be undervaluing putting them on lethal just so you can scam a fight, but
Well, I think
I
like
don't think
against
it
the
always
llama.
wins
Oh
the fight.
Jesus! What the fuck? Double hatching chick still wins. I think.
Does it? Maybe.
Not sure. It looks like Violet's plan instead is just go lobster can, but I don't like that very much. I feel like
I think lobster can's bad.
I think yeah, into this it doesn't really work. I think your best shot was to tempo down.
Yeah, but I guess this is like kind of
I mean,
tempoing
buying
down.
these turtles is good anyway because it's good tempo, but it's just I feel like having double hatching chick would have been really nice here. Like I would have probably just sold the lobster and run like triple turtle double hatching chick or something, and then like
I still would have sold. I would have sold lobster here or triple turtle.
yeah. So, because like now you are scaling instead, but I don't think your long term is better than like the llama caterpillar. I guess you do have a skunk, but
So I guess the idea here is you buy a couple cans and you make your final push for like pivot to like a really strong tempo team. I would assume, or if you hit scaling, you can pivot to better scaling.
yeah. But I feel like this offers worse odds than just killing them immediately. Because he's scaling Tibby's scaling pretty fast. If you let him get the caterpillar, which I think this line does let him get one. Oh, he sold the caterpillar. He has
I
seal
think that's
ladybug
wrong.
though, so that's pretty scary too.
I
Yeah, I
guess
think the
maybe a
caterpillar
seal.
was a bit too big to sell, but I could be wrong there.
Yeah, even with seal, I think you can just keep it.
Yeah, if you think about it, like, yeah, it feels bad because you're losing any stats that land on the caterpillar, but you're also gaining double on any stats that hit the llama. So you're
Yeah,
basically
that's
selling a long-term 20/20 there.
so. As long as the llama is a lot bigger than caterpillar at the time, that, or whatever your biggest unit is, when you take the seal, I think it's perfectly fine. There's no way that caterpillar is ever going to debuff itself. At least.
Yeah. I really dislike this order. Well, no, actually, it doesn't really matter. It was probably fine. Just feel like Turtle was better tempo.
Oh, it was. There's no way it wasn't.
Maybe there's a breakpoint I'm not seeing. Missed one stat on hatching chick nerds. Wait, how?
I didn't even notice either.
Oh wait, yeah, he bought the hatching chick before canning. That was probably a mistake.
I didn't even notice it.
The chat being better than the commentator strikes yet again. Yeah, this is I think it's still looking good for Tibby though. I don't think Violet's build catches up quickly enough.
Yeah, it's just the fact that Tibby has life to spare too.
Yeah. So Teddy's thinking hard. He's like, shit, wait, I'm down the game. How'd this happen? Oh wow, the
That's good
breakpoints.
positioning.
Did Violet see that? If Violet saw that, that's insane.
Yeah, maybe Violet saw that. Maybe I'm bad.
Yeah. Commentators being bad at the game is a staple of good commentary, I think. You have to go for the win this turn, right? I feel like selling Lobster was probably better than spending that 3 gold, because you need to win now. Like, now, that 3 gold was really big. You could have a microbe right now.
Yeah. I agree. You also don't have room for both microbes, Thoro.
Well, you would be able to have the microbe here if you had just sold Lobster, bought microbe, and then,
Yeah, all I'm saying is I don't know what Sauropod's doing.
Oh, yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I think your best bet is just go microbe next turn and hope it's enough. I think Tibby should improve because of the mess up with not buying the microbe. I think Tibby has enough time to improve past this board, but it is a level 2 turtle. It's a little scary. Moose points out you can also sell Hatching Chick for microbe, but I think the Hatching Chick is too big to do that.
Yeah, that you need Hatching Chick to win.
Tango points out you could maybe freeze Turtle Pill here, but I think the plan is to go microbe, so I don't think that's worth it. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Oh, and Tibby gets there. And
Yeah, I think
the microbe...
it might not be. I mean, Tibby has turtle.
Okay, I don't think the microbe wins that, but
Yeah, no.
Moose says ignore the tier 6 and just sell the smaller chick for... I don't think that's correct. Oh, yeah, this is... I think... Sauropod's fine long term, it's not that good. I get... okay, actually, I guess Violet's thinking is that it's only a level 1
big.
seal, so you actually could conceivably outscale here. You have level 2 Hatching Chick Sauropod.
Well, it's also just the fact that Sauropod's like a big guy, you know?
It is also a big guy, but if you just want a big guy, I think rolling for Eagle or Rooster or Turtle would be better.
Well, but Sauropod's a big guy that, like, it's like almost as good as your other tempo options already. That then gives you like a little bit of scaling. All I'm saying is I feel like the tempo side of Sauropod mattered a little bit more than the scaling side here.
I don't know. I feel like if you want tempo, you should go in on tempo, and if you want scaling, then you should go all in on tempo. Like, this feels like
this is a big unit that then still enables like 2 gold steaks and 2 gold melons, and you can buy good pizzas and stuff. Like, it still like actively improves your board a lot.
I guess you have one more fight after this, so you could consume. Yeah, okay, sure. Being able to have effectively have more rolls for equipment next turn is pretty useful. Apparently, Tibby pilled Turtle, so this might be bad.
Oh, Turtle.
I mean, I can't really blame him because his board was a little cramped, but that's tough.
That's really...
Oh wait, no, he didn't pill Turtle. What is Beast talking about? He pilled Turtle and got another turtle, apparently.
Oh.
Crazy.
Lucky guy.
Alright, this is going down to the wire then.
I didn't get to see the fight. Was the positioning good?
I think it was good. It was a 1 HP draw.
Or like, which side got lucky with the 1 HP?
Oh, Tibby. Oh, this is close. Like, I feel like this might actually be better long term than level 1 seal. Level 1? Yeah, it's still level 1. Oh, this is really
So here
close,
you have to decide if you're keeping microbe. Do you even keep microbe here?
I feel like you should. It's hard to think of a better unit to put in. Because, like, 2 of your units already have... You're keeping Turtle either way, so...
No shot. just stick the Crow, right?
Well, I guess this is Violet saying he wants to be able to sell the Crobe.
Yeah, I guess.
But I feel like you should usually keep Crobe here. You have a pretty significant. I feel like you have a pretty significant advantage because 2 of your units already have melons, so it just seems very strong. What's better than Crobe? If Tibby finds enough, it finds a level 2 turtle, then it'd probably be better to have an equipment on turtle and buy like an Octo or a Scorp.
Dude, I'm so not used to old melon art. Like that melon looks weird as shit.
Melon looks great. I don't know what you're on about. Old art.
That melon is so weird.
I really. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be very close.
Oh, Killster melon.
I'll get some. It's 2 games for violetcitizen.
Damn. Violet kind of showing out.
All right, well, Tibby's gonna have to pull something out on the pack 3. I think Tibby's pack 3 is slightly better, but this is definitely like the matchup I am least confident about.
I don't know much about Tibby's pack 3.
Well, apparently both of them bought Cassowary in their pools set, and Tibby since realized, hey, I should probably stop buying Cassowary. So we'll see if Violet has also learned that lesson.
Yeah, I also came to the realization that Cassowary was bad.
So I think he should have taken the Hummingbird in the first shop, although it worked out because he completely whiffed the next shop.
Yeah, well, you know I'm not going to agree with you on that, so.
Sure. Okay, equal.
Not really.
Buy both. Does he know the small optimization? Yep, he does. Nice. He deserves to win the game now.
What was the small optimization? What do you mean?
Instead of immediately buying mouse, you freeze roll for a Kiwi.
Oh, I'm still watching Violet.
Ah.
I was so confused. I was like, what?
I don't like mixing
Violet
up
just
the duck positioning here because I feel like there's a decent chance Violet just has 4 units. I feel like whenever there's a chance that the other person doesn't have as many units, you just automatically put duck in the back.
I agree.
Oh, but okay, ignore everything I just said because
also,
okay, this is bait. You don't take these.
No. Why does Violet have a cockroach?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I feel like. Pack 3. I think Violet's fatal flaw as a player is that he does too much weird shit when he should just be playing the normal lines, and and pack 3 especially like lends itself to that.
So I just want to say I think that strawberry was wrong.
I
don't think it. I mean, like, it didn't matter. It didn't matter because it worked out anyways. But I don't think you strawberry until you have to sell a kiwi.
I agree with that. Yeah, that's an optimization I've been working on as of late. Why did he sell everything?
Yeah, that I also think is wrong.
Like, I'm fine with selling 1 and rolling because it's not that because like you have rolls anyway. But he cost himself so many rolls for a slightly better chance of winning the fight.
It didn't matter.
So, like, I'm fine with selling 1 at a time.
No, that's exactly what I do. Is I get down to 1, and then I roll, and then I get down to 1 again, or I get down to 0, and then I roll until I freeze something. If I freeze something, I stop rolling. I just keep the kiwis.
These days, I don't do it because I feel like it's actually not that much better tempo wise, and then like you want to be able to hit starfish, but
yeah, that makes sense.
But I mean, you could just hit, so. No, this isn't that amazing. This is obviously good, but he doesn't have the 3rd salamander, so he can't really commit to salamander here. He's more just a level up comp, which is fine.
Losing with a cockroach is crazy.
Yeah, cockroach is unplayable, I think. I've tried it out before, it just does not work. Like you would think like, oh, it's a 3-4. That's a lot better than other tier 1s on tier 2, but it's still not relevant.
Yeah, dude, I hate static food. I think it's so ugly.
Unfortunately, apparently Timmy's computer is actually so bad that he needs to do it.
What do you mean?
He says that his computer is really bad, and so having static food it makes it run slightly better.
Oh, I don't. I guess, yeah. Just didn't think that would affect anything.
It has no animation, so it's a little faster. I think I would have rolled at least one more time for a clownfish first.
Dude, I get so degen and rolling for clownfish. It's crazy.
I usually
Dude,
I roll down until I would have like 3 gold, and I was like, okay, well, I'd rather take the 4 drop than roll 3 more times because I can't even get a clownfish now.
Yeah. I
Whoa.
don't. I know it's wrong with how much I roll for it,
I'm
but
pretty
it's
sure
still
you
good.
just sell the pug for the salamander and go salamander. You have 15 hearts.
Yeah, I think you're gonna take both of those salamanders, but whatever.
You don't have to take the other one, but you probably should, yeah. Yeah, like
So my
this is a very big mistake.
toxic trait is that I would have taken the orangutan on tier up.
I think it's fine, yeah. Well, no, because you're buffing a salamander. I guess you would combine the No, you don't have enough buff targets. I take it if it'll buff
So,
2 things.
so the idea of it is that you buff the salamander's health. It's like okay tempo, and then when you swap it, you can just run double salamanders because their attacks it's going to be like a little bit higher. So it's like okay tempo for a turn, and then you can just keep scaling them. I think it
See,
enables
yeah.
double salamander a little easier.
See, I think the point of disagreement here is I think this second salamander should just be completely ignored. I think you're just a level up comp until you hit those other salamanders.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So now, oh, he's going level 2. I think it was better to just go into the full salamander degeneracy here than to do this, but this is okay. It lets you make use of the other pugs.
Yeah, I don't think it's good, but it's up a line.
This is still a perfectly fine position. It's just worse, I think, than what you could have had. I also would probably just take the level up here. On 3 gold, I think I'd much rather just take a 4 drop instead of a 5 drop and buy the 4 drop on 3 gold.
I really like 5 drops though.
I don't know. I feel like they're not that much better than tier 4s. Like, yeah, I'd prefer to go for them, but if I have nothing else to do with my goal, I think I'd rather just concede that than roll 3 times.
There's a couple tier 5s that are a lot better. Also, he has 12 lives. If he hits polar bear, he wins the game. So
That's fair. The scaling outs are more valuable than usual, so like Shoebill, Polar Bear could be a decent reason to hold here.
just take the salamander triple.
He's trying to figure out. He's trying to decide whether to buy a second clownfish first and combine the pugs, which I think is correct.
I guess the 2/2's fine. Just because I don't think the pug should be on board, but I would have the like the other pug.
I mean, it's 2/2, and I think you probably want to buy this clownfish anyway in the comp you're going.
I mean, you're taking this line.
So instead of this, it looks like he's going 6 drop lotto, which makes sense. Tibby enjoys playing the lottery. Wait, okay. You buy this lion, and then you probably just roll for pug, I think. Okay, that's fine. Gives yourself an extra pair. It's a pretty useful pair. Yeah, it's fine too. I just think it's like slightly. I think hitting the pug is too important, and then she's is also a good thing to roll for. So I think I would have skipped that clownfish, but this is okay. It's reasonable.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that turn. I liked the lion.
Okay, well, he immediately hits, so I think you're actually far ahead enough where you can just sell this lion and go pug chain with double clownfish, and that should already win. Because I don't know what's going on Violet's board.
Violet fell into the trap that I fall into a lot of. Level 2 starfish and then never buy selling with it.
I dislike
He
this,
hit
but
the.
it's Polar Bear.
He
How
hit.
many
That's
lives
fucking
does
better.
Violet have? I think it might be better to just tempo
Nope.
against Violet's
Nope.
board.
Nope.
I'm a big
Polar
fan
Bear.
of like rushing down if possible in Pack 3
Nope.
mirrors because you want to deprive them of the chance to just hit broken 6-drops and turn the game around.
But Polar Bear.
Yeah, Polar Bear is definitely the cooler line here, but I think it's also just bad. I think you're like so far ahead here.
Okay. The late lolly.
Okay, he
Not the
does
late
skip
lolly,
it.
but like.
The lollipop. I guess
Okay.
it's reasonable. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, unfreeze this clownfish and freeze this. Oh, actually, I guess buying the clownfish here is plus.
It's
Plus
it's a
4
2
4.
pair.
Okay, yeah, actually that's good.
No, it's just +2/+2 because one of the pug stats doesn't matter.
No, because the pug that gets buffed when it gets to level 2 is the one that will matter, and then you combine again and get level stats.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I'm stupid. You're right. So yeah, just sell lion and do that.
See, this guy was. You usually look for pepper, but I was thinking because you need another shop slot, then it would make sense to lock the cheese for that. But this is just better. Okay, that one sucks, but you have another try.
No, that's so good here, Markoto. He's
I
gonna
mean,
have
it's
a level
not
3.
horrible. Oh wait, actually, the gold works out. It is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is just free money. It's a glorified oyster.
And you're keeping it. You mean?
Nah, you like. I think this is. I think getting baited into scaling lines is a common problem in Pack 3 that people have. When like, you should just kill them. You don't want to give them the chance to hit stupid, silly stuff in the late game.
There's no shot, Markoto. Like you wouldn't play Polar Bear Hammerhead here.
No, I wouldn't in the tournament. In friendlies, I would.
This is why you lost to Bagels.
No, I don't think that's why. Is Pug Clown better than Reindeer? I don't think so. The Reindeer is big enough to where the melon is useful. You can even get like the double melon here.
Bagels bought a Hammerhead. Yep, see? His
He
Bagels is
also
better.
had like 2 shoe bills. Like he was set up perfectly. Thank you for follow, Chili J.
What I'm hearing is we know why Bagels won.
Yes, you can occasionally go scaling lines, but I don't think now is the time to do so.
Just saying. One person knows how to play Hammerhead. The other is Markoto.
Yeah. Now, okay, there is one problem here, and that's that I don't think you actually have a way to kill him now. So maybe now you do keep the hammerhead and scale. Because you're actually kind of behind now. Like, I'm trying to think what you would do if you want to try and win this turn. I guess just spam pepper. That probably isn't good enough. You'd rather just keep this board. I think you're rolling down for pepper. That's both best long-term and short-term. I don't think Anteater's enough to win this fight, so I don't like this. I think I would have gone for long-term here.
Yeah, what? I guess it's a breakpoint.
I mean, this is the highest tempo play. I just don't think it consistently wins, so I would have rather waited until next turn and use the extra 3 gold of the Hammerhead to find more 6-drops. The pivot slot is Anteater, which makes the Anteater buy a little weird.
Yeah, I still think selling a unit and then buying a unit, which immediately becomes the worst unit on your board, is bad.
I think it would be fine if you were able to go for tempo this turn. I just don't think you can do that plan.
Yeah, no, I don't, even if like you could feasibly tempo. I don't know about the Anteater.
The Reindeer got owned again. It's a draw? I mean, this is one of those situations where I feel like if one person has a lot of lives and another person has 1 life, the person with a lot of life should just always win at the top level, I think. Because like at the top level you can find scam one fight very easily. You have a good enough understanding of your outs and whatnot. This is a very, very easy sell. Sell reindeer, buy. Actually, sell clownfish makes enough sense. I don't know.
Yeah, because then you can try to target Stego on reindeer, and
You're a
it'll be
little
really
far
good.
from that, but I guess just having that extra EV.
Yeah. I don't know. I
Probably
guess the
cheese
reason why
the. I think. Okay, sure. I guess.
I,
I was thinking you cheese the pug, because then the cheese actually does something, and you don't really want to hit the pug either.
so that was my exact thought process too, but then I realized hitting pug is just fine. It's so hitting anything that's not fucking Velociraptor is great, honestly. Like hitting Velociraptor just feels so bad.
I think hitting Velociraptor is not that bad though. Like I think
It
I'd
becomes
rather have
it becomes
a useful cheese and a decent sized Velociraptor.
it becomes 14-13. That's just like not big enough to do much.
Doesn't it become like at least 20 something because it's a level 2 stego?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, don't listen to me.
I guess the
Who's
win anyway.
I wasn't even talking to you. Don't talk to me.
Alright, we're back to the pack 1 mirror. If Tibby wins this, then he's right back in it. But if Tibby loses this, that's gonna be tough. Because this is supposed to be Tibby's matchup. We're on Violet Citizen's perspective this time. Tango on the first pack 1 mirror. I mean, yeah, Tibby's tier 5s weren't great, but I think Big Things just kind of got out tempoed a lot. A lot and made some errors there.
Hey, but we got to set on our hands, you know. Who won?
This is certainly this could certainly still go either way.
Yeah, at least you're not watching your star people get absolutely fucking washed at your hands.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. That's happened to me several times.
Oh, that's happened to me a lot, but it's just not yet. This season my pupils definitely got shat on a couple times, but it was
the
not
only
exactly
reason why I
bad.
get so sad is because every set I'm excited for, the person gets fucking destroyed, and then it's always the sets that I'm like not paying attention to that they'll pop the fuck off. Am I just bad luck?
Maybe, but only if you're a captain. If you're not a captain, you're good luck.
I've made it official. The only way I captain next season is if Rocky McRockers plays, and every other captain promises to not pick him.
Who is Rocky McRockers?
He's my fucking guy. He's a friend of mine in Hungary, and so
okay.
I would force him in Hungary on my team, and it would be a sick season.
Well, we'll see what happens. Next season's gonna have 2 teams. Yeah, I'll admit I was considering not captaining next season, but I'm definitely in the camp where I will captain if needed. But
Oh yeah,
team
poor
sounds kind of
Bagels,
hype.
man.
Just like one really big like crew battle type thing. That
That
actually
would
sounds
actually
pretty
have been
hype
a
as
sick.
a one-time event.
Yeah, but like, how do you decide matchups? That's so fucked. Having to do matchups for
No,
fucking
so the format I
50
have in
people.
mind for that is like a crew battle type. This is like a Smash crew battle type format. You send in 2 people and they play, and then whoever loses, everyone has like, let's say 2 lives. Like they can lose 2 times, and so then once one person is eliminated, you send in the next person from your team, and so on.
No.
I think that would work well. Tibby, I swear to God, if you don't buy this fucking otter on the okay, he got rewarded anyway. Oh wait, this is
35 to
Violet Citizen.
35
Never mind.
matches. Yeah, Bagels, I think you would have to at least give not captaining a try before you just altogether take a season off. That's what I do every time I'm just getting shit on. I just don't captain.
I think not stacking otter was an objectively bad play, but it worked out here.
Yeah, I mean, not stacking. Yeah, that's just wrong. You're fine with buffing it.
I mean, it's kind of what I think with Violet Citizen. That Violet Citizen is very good whenever he is playing like normal lines, but then a lot of the time he just decides to do something weird for no reason. No, this is not Tibby's POV. I think Violet tends to overthink things and like just do weird lines for no particular reason.
I think
But
I'm the
it works
opposite.
out
I feel
okay
like
here.
I try to force good lines too much.
Yeah.
So at least Violet can recognize the weird shit.
Yeah, it's like a sort of a double-edged blade because it does also mean that Violet a lot of times pulls out like some crazy lines that like most people wouldn't have seen, and then wins the game off of those. But I feel like it's a bit more of a weakness than a strength. I think it does a little too much. It's sort of like how Cass used to play, where like they would do some like really weird stuff, and it's just like, okay, look, it's very cool. I see the idea, but it's just not correct. Oh wow, that's that's a good that's a good hit.
Yeah.
I would argue if you get a good 3-drop here. Oh my god, I would say that's
This is
borderline like GG's. You just
freeze
sell the
apple. Yeah.
otter for the. Why are you not freezing apple?
That's so bad. That's so bad. Okay, Meatbone. It was just greeting for Meatbone. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
but I
fine
think
with that.
apple is straight up better here.
Oh
Like,
no, now
I'd rather
now
just
two
spam apples
rabbits.
on the ant and have one big unit. Like, you want one meat bone, but you want many apples.
Well, yeah, I agree. I still would have taken apple, but like Meatbone is arguably better just because you have two rabbits. So like whatever unit you're buffing, their health is going to get huge. You want a Meatbone just for an equalizer for a couple of rounds. I
Yeah.
mean, Meatbone will obviously fall off, but it's still 4 health or 4 attack on a unit that's going to have a shit ton of health. It's
Sure.
just good.
I also think not selling the otter for the rabbit is a pretty big error here, because like the gold efficiency matters. You want to have as much gold as possible to spam food with.
Yeah, and you don't want to buy salads with this otter on board, and you don't want to stack any more otters because it's just a worse salad.
I mean,
So
you'd
yeah,
be happy to stack otter next turn, but that's like you already have a bunch of things you're doing next turn.
I wouldn't say you're happy. I would say you're okay. Like you will stack an otter. You're not like happy to stack an otter. Yeah, like here I meatbone the ant too.
Oh, I don't like that very much. I think the ant should have enough attack if you're playing this line correctly. Actually, wait, against the dog, maybe. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, just because of the dog.
Yeah, okay,
And
with
I
the
think
dog, actually, that makes sense. You need, like, a big unit to contest the dog. I think the swan... Honestly, I think the swan was bait. I think it's basically a pig. You don't want this on your board.
so. I was gonna say that, but I feel like I say that about Swan too much. So I
Nah,
think
it was bait.
I sell level 1 swans a lot on turn 5. For turn
I mean, like,
6.
it's fine. It's a pig. Like, I probably would have frozen and rolled, and if you don't hit an apple, then you can buy the swan. But you definitely don't want it next turn. Alright, meanwhile, Tibby is off to Tempo Town. Oh, the Badgers! The Badgers!
Oh,
He hit both Badgers and it perfectly killed the ant.
that is so sad. Oh,
That
looks
is
like
so funny.
looks like Violet's keeping this one. I guess with another swan in shop. It's
I
fine.
think this is still bad, but I don't know.
Well,
Okay, just hit a third one. Sure.
I think you're bad. Wait, buy third rabbit cupcake.
Oh, that's pretty dank. I wouldn't have seen that, but I think that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's correct.
Yeah, this is an example of when Violet's like, when this becomes a strength, like because Violet is able to notice these, like Violet knows that line like instantly. And I think this is correct. This is pretty like, well, I might have put it on the ant instead, but I think this is like decently likely to win the fight. While and you're rolling for nothing next turn, so you want to spam foods anyway. So like, I think this is a great order to do it in.
Yeah, you can freeze roll swan until you're on 3, basically. Buy it then.
Yeah, pretty much. You just like spam
But
apples next turn, and then
that's
apples, cupcakes, and then end on swan.
yeah.
Oh, but unfortunately for Violet, Cupcake not being on the right unit costs him,
Yeah, that's tough.
and no apples to be seen. The apples feel excluded after how tier 2 was played. Now they're spiteful. Like, I don't want to come this shop anymore. All right,
Oh,
garlic is
I hate it
okay-ish.
here.
Oh no, no apples at all.
Yeah, that's tough.
Brutal.
That's actually so tough. Roll for owl, I guess. You know,
Owl.
pack one owl.
Yeah.
Yeah, pack one owl.
I think that never wins the fight, so I don't like it because I think
What are you?
it's on a one attack unit. I think
What
I
are
would
you
have
rolling?
unironically just bought this swan instead.
Oh, like what? Like stacked it on
Yeah,
the
like
other one thing?
1/1 is 1/1.
No, but you don't actually get 1/1 because then you're going to combine
I
the
think it
swan next turn.
works. I think you get both.
No, how would you get? You get one attack stat. Man. No, you wouldn't even get an attack stat. How
No,
would you get
because
1/1 out of that?
you're putting two swans onto the other swan, so you get two procs. I think.
Is that how that works?
I
Chat.
think so.
Am I? Am
Chad
I?
agrees with me. Chad is always right. Oh, the garlic gets shut down. That is so many dogs.
Bagel says it works. Tangle said he's forget. I don't know. Oh, that's a good bet.
It is. What's the second one though? Oh my god.
That's
Oh my
also a
god.
good bet.
Why? I hated the beginning of this game so much, but if you hit double turkey, it doesn't really matter how inefficiently you scaled your board.
Just sell the rabbit. Just sell the rabbit. Sell the rabbit. Sell the
Why
rabbit.
would you sell the swan? That's like the best thing on your board.
Yeah, other than the turkeys. Sell the rabbit. Sell the rabbit. Sell the rabbit. Sell the rabbit. Thank you.
Like, you don't even care about. I mean, you kind of care about rabbit. Like, scaling. Buying pairs on the turkey is pretty
Wait,
good. I mean,
wait.
the ant should have gone first, but.
Pause champ. Sell ant for spider.
Oh, yeah, that's just clearly correct, right?
Yeah, I just don't buy spider too much with turkeys. But I think
It's
it's
like
good.
low key crazy, though. You get like big badgers and like big sheeps.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't remember
It's so cool.
who was doing that, but that was sick. I know what game you're talking about. Well, that's good.
Oh my fucking god, dude. I'm so mad.
Back swan, just in case.
Probably, yeah. You may as well. It's actually weird that. Oh,
Oh,
my god. Oh no.
I swear to God, I would have
no.
backed Swan. Markoto. I would have backed Swan.
Dude, I'm really surprised Violet didn't do that. That seems like the type of play that Violet excels at. Like, you saw the game 1, Violet was like playing around Croc extremely well. But I think Violet like hit the double turkey and turned his brain off, which happens to a lot of people. Like, you hit the high roll and you're like, oh, okay, it's over. And then this happens. And suddenly, like, this is a good turkey board, but all Tibby has to do is scam one fight. That's
No, just back
in
spider.
5 fights. That's like pretty doable.
Yeah. Especially when your opponent has summons. So like you know exactly how to counter them. It's like pretty easy to calculate breakpoints against summons. Like specifically snipe breakpoints, I would say.
If you're going to sacrifice the value on the sheep, oh wait, no, actually, never mind. This makes sense.
No, this is just better because you want parrot sheep. Yeah.
I was thinking like you want the out of the spider summoning like a badger, but never mind because of the parrot. That's just better. So Chad is arguing over whether you should combine the turkey here and buy like another sheep. I'm not sure. I think a parrot turkey. It's like I think you can safely commit to these summons. So yeah, that is probably better. It just uses the gold more effectively.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
One more croc here, and I think Tibby just wins. Like another parrot or something. Or even just a few pills here. Why is there a crab? Oh, okay. Okay. I thought the Ox won Violet the game for a second. There's. I guess I can conceive of some shops where it was correct to buy the crab. Sure.
I mean, Crab won him the game.
I mean, yeah, but literally any unit back there wins. So I guess I can conceive of some shops where you need a 5th unit, and then crab, a 3/7 crab is the best one.
Yeah, that one's gotta hurt for Violet to lose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Violet has very good chances to win the game if he just remembers to play around Croc, and Violet definitely recognized oh shit, I should have played around Croc. He was doing it so well in the first game.
Yeah.
But I think Violet's
That's,
mentality wise is pretty strong, so he'll probably bounce back.
Yeah, I don't think he'll tilt, but that's dude, getting double turkey on 7 and losing, that's tough for anybody. I'm not saying necessarily Violet's gonna tilt, but
alright, I
that's gotta be.
Commentate this lotto for me.
Okay. Gotcha. Guys, I wanted to share that I got my first round 10 piece in this week's weekly. Well, congrats, Doormat Gaming. How'd you get it? What was the squad? Oh, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. You can't be at your best after that. I'm watching the wrong perspective. Violet's fucking gaming. I just gotta say that though. All right, Beatles. Got the whole bug squad. I fuck with it. Gets the fight win. 15-13. Looking nice for the lotto. Oh, it's when there's a drum, you take a drum here. You got the Beatles. Yeah, it's the drum. Double apple. No shot. You skip that drum.
Damon, unironically advocating for taking drum is like a fireable offense in commentary.
Dude, it was. Look at his board. He had double
sucks.
apple on shop too.
It's only one drum. One drum is dog shit.
It was fucking first shop of turn 3, Markoto. You have time to roll for drums.
I guess, okay, I can see the argument that you just use drum as a lotto piece.
Okay, level 1 hyena, level 1 salamander, level 1 bison, level 3 otter, level 2 poodle. That's an impressive win, Dormant. Congrats.
Chili J, yeah, to give you a full explanation, or any other newer players in chat, the reason you don't take any tier ups here is because tier 4s on this pack, on expansion 1, are a lot better than the tier 3s, to the point where it's usually better to just hold all of your triples and go for tier 4s. Examples are buffalo and bison. Well, not bison here, but usually bison. Llama, turtle. There's just too many broken ones.
By the way, can I just say, spider players get rewarded. When you take spider, you get rewarded. I'm trying to tell you guys this. My spider hits are never bad. I always get good stuff out of the spider. I always hit my level 2 spider.
Uh-huh.
The game likes spider players.
Well, it does seem like things are looking good for Tibby here, because if I saw correctly, Violet does not have a full auto.
Yeah, Violet had a really good first 2 turns. And it seems as if it's fallen apart since.
Oh, the lobster spider pill. It's here. Oh, okay, that doesn't actually do that much, but I mean, it's a buffalo. A buffalo is a buffalo.
It is a buffalo.
Hey,
Buffalo is indeed a spider. Just take your spider. Just take your spider pill. Just take your spider pill.
Oh, actually, wait. It is slightly more efficient to not do so this turn because you get more buffalo procs. It's only worse to do this if you hit a tropical fish.
Yeah, man. Or if you hit tropical fish or hatching chick.
True. That's actually two things. Maybe it was better just take it.
Also, I need to get the euphoric rush of killing spider as quickly as possible every time.
Fair enough. Oh, that's another buffalo though. Okay, so it would have been a snail, so it didn't matter. But now that he's RNG manipped, it's gonna be a tropical fish. No, that's actually not that good here. A rabbit.
Okay, is
What do
he
you do?
actually
Kill
considering
it.
something? Owl first? So confused.
No, what?
Why
This
would
is
you
the
do that,
freest film.
Tibby?
This is pack 2.
Tibby, kill the fucking
Okay,
spider.
Tiffy
Oh,
just
thank
wanted
God.
to tease us for a bit.
Oh,
I guess.
oh, oh, he's so good. He knew.
Is that
That's why
good?
he knew
I
to sell.
think that's bad.
That's why he knew to sell owl first.
Well, I mean, it's an equal
Sellable.
chance of it being bad.
Yeah, I know. Wait, what does he do? What is Tibby thinking? I'm so confused.
You might. Shrimp is unironically kind of a consideration here because you kind of whiffed, but no, probably not.
No, it's not sure.
Okay, well, I actually would have probably considered like rolling before doing this, and then if I see another owl, I'll just go owl lotto for tier 5s. Like, there's no
I
benefit
don't
to
think.
selling the owls yet, so I think you roll, and if you see like 2 owls or something, you just go owl lotto.
I don't think you're ever going owl lotto. Is the thing.
I
But
don't
I
know. I
also
feel like
agree
tier
with.
5s are pretty good.
I agree with not selling it, but I don't think the tier fives are that good.
What are you people on about? Tier like. It solves the problem. It also solves the problem of like the owl potentially hitting the other owl. I think is another reason to do it. So you're not losing as many stats as it normally would be to combine owls. I feel like it makes sense.
I don't know. I think like if you hit eagle, cool. If you hit goat, cool. Everything else is pretty fucking mid here.
Poodle is decent here with the ladybug that you're probably keeping, and then
But also like, so you have to factor in the stats that you gain from whatever tier 5 you get. You have to subtract all of the owl stats you lose, which is a shit ton of owl stats. You lose like what, like 6/6? So 2/2.
Okay,
So you
actually,
get
yeah, you're
6.
probably right. But it's so cool. This is a pretty easy just pill flamingo, go tempo. Well, actually, wait. I think you can usually win this fight, but I guess it's not 100% sure, so sure, I guess you. Sure. That's a little weird. I feel like this is kind of your last board slot, so Rooster is not exactly the best use for it.
Yeah.
It looks like Tibby is trying to just go tempo and win this round, which is logical, but I just don't know if you can do that consistently.
Yeah, I mean, like you have good enough long term.
I mean, your long term isn't very good compared to the opposing board, which has a bison and a buffalo. But
I mean, it's okay though. All I'm saying is you have good long term. Like you have many routes for improvement.
yeah, I don't like this cupcake. Like, it's only 1/1 more than the pair, and I think there's a pretty reasonable chance you don't win this fight.
Yeah, I think Cupcake is awful there with Paraphrasm. I think it's actually so bad. I'm very surprised Tibby did that.
I mean, Tibby's like going all in on the idea of winning this turn, but I don't think you can really do that here.
But even if you do that, like it's still bad. Like it's like you're getting. You already explained it, but I don't even see the thought process of Tibby.
Alright, so you did not win this turn, which means you're probably not going to win this turn either, unless you hit like double turtle or something. So probably just take this lobster and go lobster can. No, what are you doing?
I don't like lobster can. Here.
I mean, I feel like double lobster is just too good. Even if you don't want to like hard commit, like most of this board can leave.
I could just be a hater. I'm not a huge double lobster guy.
You and Moose both like just don't believe in the lobster. What
Yeah.
happened? Where did I go wrong as a captain?
I don't know, man. I used to be such a big lobster guy. I mean, that was when lobster was broken, but
Alright, so... I mean... Yeah, I think he's committing too hard to going tempo, which I think is one big flaw in Tibby's game, is that he like goes tempo in a lot of spots, including where it's not very good to do so. So, like, Tibby like tends to like hard force tempo, like even like way past the point where he would already win the fight, or like in spots where I think you just can't do so. Okay, decent positioning, but not enough here. Well, okay, there's an eagle. That is pretty good. I think you definitely want to combine the skunks. I guess the rooster's not doing that
no,
much.
just sell rooster. You can still combine skunks, but you sell rooster before you combine them.
Okay, the turtle is here.
That's so easy. Yeah, just combine skunks. By
You
turn.
could argue to sell the lobster. At this point, you are probably trying to commit to, I am winning the game this turn or I'm losing. So you might want to keep the skunk separate in case you whiff, and I don't think the stat... But I guess turtle and this turtle stats might actually matter.
I actually see your argument. Yeah, makes sense.
Like, at this point, because of how he's played this, he's left himself with no long-term options. He is winning this fight, this fight, or he's losing. So I think I can... But I think that you take it because it plays around the deer break point. And I think you combine and buy turtle. And if you don't hit anything else for the rest of the turn, you're probably losing anyway.
Nope.
Probably
Microbe
doesn't
is
do
awful.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
well.
you would add level 2 skunk. Yeah.
Minus 2/2 Omega lol. I do like.
Oh my god! If I was playing this game, I would have just misplayed so hard. Because I definitely would have combined skunk spot skunk. I wouldn't even
Oh
have thought
yeah,
about it.
that's definitely like the instinctive play.
Yeah.
That'd be really big, actually.
Yeah. That would have been
I
a
feel
huge
like there's
misplay.
a
And
decent
I
shot
know.
that missing the 2/2 here actually matters on the turtle.
Yeah, like it would have been able to. No, that wouldn't have mattered there.
Oh, just
Positioning.
barely.
Positioning did matter a lot there, though.
Okay, well, this is actually still winnable because you are improving quite a bit this turn. You get a 6 drop, you get your level 2. That's a very good 6 drop.
Ooh, boar. I like milking boar here, depending on
I
breakpoints.
think
But
I
I'm
agree, but
pretty.
you'd need to go take a look at the board first.
I'm pretty sure it's good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this
that's.
milk board put it first. Looks pretty solid. Wait, no, maybe not first. Maybe...
You go at second. You go first, right? No, I don't like that either.
Kind of hard
Actually,
to...
maybe.
Maybe it's not milk boar.
Well, Tibby does not agree. Oh, front boar with melon does seem kind of good, but no. Then you need buffalo farther back, so you need to trade through that turtle before.
A lot of suggestions in chat, as expected. This is a pretty hard position to analyze. There's a lot of options, including some very strange ones. Sell eagle, buy hatching chick. Very cool. Probably wrong, but very cool. I think you can't take this chocolate. I think next turn you're rolling for steaks, mushrooms, like high impact things. Things the
I
chocolate is
agree
a
with
little
back.
slow.
Yeah, definitely not chocolate. I agree with back buffalo.
I think that makes sense. Feels a
I
little
think
weird though.
I think you do just have to go front board preach.
I mean, it covers most options. It's mainly bad against turtle first.
It's really bad against turtle first, but I think you need back buffalo. I don't like this.
I mean, I think there's a reasonable shot the buffalo like trades evenly with the other buffalo, and then this is much better. Oh, oh, he got.
Oh, it worked. It worked. That's all at the end of the set, either, right?
Yeah, we've still got we're switching back to Violet Citizen for the pack 3 mirror. And then if it goes to game 7, it's just any pack. Yeah, T-Disc, we still lose the week, but every set counts.
It does. I do think tiebreakers may matter. So
I'm not sure there's been a season where tiebreakers didn't matter.
if there was going to be a season that they didn't, it would be this season.
Yeah.
Well, okay, tiebreakers will always matter for seeding, but just for like making playoffs, like may or may not.
Any packs with pack 2? I think Tibby would actually go pack 1, even against Violet's pack 2. Tibby's
Yeah, I
on
saw
the
Tibby
pack 1
talk.
hype train right now.
Yeah, Tibby was talking earlier about how he thinks the matchup is actually just good for him.
I mean, Tibby's pack 1 is just a lot better than his pack 2, so. But neither of those packs are on the screen right now. It's time for pack 3. Oh, what a start for Violet. Incredible. I think you take the seahorse, and then you sell the mouse and buy another thing next shop. I think the seahorse gives you enough of a chance to win the fight, where you can do that for gold efficiency. Bagels is saying he takes the cock in the first shop. I think that's wrong, because you still have to roll into 2 things in the following shop, which isn't that likely.
Bagels, I think, is also not telling the truth. I don't think he does take that card.
He did take a cock in my set. So, I think he's being truthful. Alright, well, this is a pretty good start. So, it gets a little weird, because you don't actually... I don't think you want to combine Kiwis, but in that case, you're running a little low on board space, so it's fine. You still have 2 slots. A lot of people forget that you can sell mouse on turn 1.
How many people forget? How many people forget that? I thought like all Pack 3 players knew that because that's
Yeah,
like
but like,
just
how
what
many
you
people
do.
are legitimate pack 3 players?
Dude, I fucking suck at Pack 3 and I know to do this shit, Markoto.
I think you're actually just good, and you're sleeping on yourself. I don't like taking this triple. I think losing a Kiwi is too much, but if you hit Capybara, it's good. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'd say that's pretty good. Wait, forget you don't have a strawberry. Sell the... Oh, this is really bad if he rolls here. I understand the logic, like, but what if I don't hit another strawberry? But, like, you're gonna hit another strawberry.
You're gonna hit it, yeah. I don't think Violet would ever do that.
He was thinking about it for a second, but I think he's realized, yeah, that it's better just sell here.
Okay, actually, he is thinking about it for a lot longer than he should have. Now, here is an interesting decision. Whether you buff Pug or Jelly. I usually go for Pug, but I've noticed...
Really? I think it's always Jellyfish.
Yeah, I think you get better results when you buff Jelly. Even though you... Some games you want to keep the Pug around longer, Jelly just gets bigger a lot faster.
I think
So, I
with
don't know.
early Jelly, you're like committed enough to it where you'd rather just buff it. Whereas like a later Jelly, I would probably start buffing the Pug.
Yeah, I guess if you get them in the same shop, you should usually be down. Violet's buffing both. I guess that's fine.
I mean, realistically, it's fine because both are staying. Like, the Pug almost always stays. The Jellyfish at this point almost always stays. It's just kind of weird because I think especially in Pack 3, you really want, like, one big unit. Pack 3 has no counterplay to it, and you just... So the biggest thing that matters in the mid game is your unit big unit bigger? Or is the other one? Ooh, I really dislike this. So Violet's like committing to splitting the stats, and I think that's just wrong in the mirror, because now both of these lose to like one giant boy. So like it works right now, but I think very quickly, Tibby's board is going to just beat this. Not selling Cappy for Starfish here seems a little strange, although I guess you're not... There's a 1 in 3, you don't get the extra stat anyway. Maybe it's fine to do it this way. Oh, skipping the star... Okay, well, if you hit another Cappy, I'd say this works out pretty good.
I take these Kiwis.
I think you definitely don't take them on tier 3. I think last turn was arguable, but I think it was still wrong there as well.
No. I don't take the ones last turn. I take the ones this turn.
What makes you say that?
Because I don't want to just hard roll. Last turn, it's so I know I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying this is what I do in Pack 3. This is what I think I'm bad at Pack 3. By the time I get to tier 3, I'm just sick of rolling down. And so then I
Yeah,
start
you should
buying
probably
shit.
fix that. Bagels, I'm down to stream you and Echo, but you'd have to wait even longer because I have to do matchups after this.
Oh wait, Kodo, then you should also stream my matchups and then stream Bagels versus Echo.
I don't think I will do that.
Dude,
Wow.
this is what I hate about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is what I
it'd be
hate about
such a
Cappy.
nice quality of life change if Cappy buffed things that were in your first shop.
I
I
think
feel like it
Cappy.
would not change anything balance wise, and it would just make it so much nicer to play.
Wait, is the 1/1 worth being able to do this positioning? Is it?
No.
Probably.
I think you're
No?
already
You don't
pretty
think-
far ahead with the Cappy buffs. I'd
Yeah,
have to
but
see
it
the
is.
last fight again, though. Did he win or lose the last fight?
Uh, one, I would say. I would think.
Yeah, if he won the last fight, like I think I didn't see what Tibby's board looks like, but I think most of the time you should be pretty far ahead here, and in that case, you should just take the extra 1/1.
It
Oh,
is
okay,
just
he
1/1.
lost because Fluffo had early anteater. Okay, in that case, this makes sense. Steal a life.
Oh, yeah. There's an anteater. Go, didn't I sweep you in bracket? Oh man.
It is probably better to buff the jelly here than it is to buff the clownfish. I think you get more stats and it's like more likely to be relevant breakpoints. Ooh, that's a brutal breakpoint. I mean, you can already sort of see here the problem. Like, I think there are more stats on Violet's board, but because he's spread them out a lot, they're actually just losing to the more concentrated stats on the other board.
Sorry, I'm just reading the fact that Bagels beat Echo with Okapi Panda, which is kind of sick.
I mean, I could even conceive of a world where that would be correct to do. Like, I don't know. I bought no copy against Bagels. I think I won that game.
To defend Echo, I've played Echo in a couple of Pack 3 mirrors, and Pack 3 seems pretty good.
Yeah, but saying the set is 60-40 in a best of 7 means you think your an individual game is like 55-45. I think even less than that, actually. Which I think is just not true.
Yeah, I don't think you're 60-40, though, Echo. I do think Bagels is pretty heavily favored. That's because Bagels is really good at Pack 3, not because you're bad at Pack 3.
I lost the Okapi game? Well, it wasn't the Okapi's fault. The Okapi got me like 3 fight wins. I fully come around on taking Okapis on tier 2. Yeah, like 60-40 in a game in a best of 7 actually puts your set odds at like I think like 75-25, so something very skewed like that.
Yeah.
So I think if you're Violet here, you probably do have to take tier 5s, which sucks, but like you need tempo of some sort. This current position is not tenable. Can you afford to? Yeah, I guess you can afford to level the clownfish. Wait, no, you gotta. Oh wait, okay. Wait, you can't actually buy the 5-drop. Yeah, so I think the right play there was to level the capybara for tempo, because that like is just an immediate improvement. Then buy the 5-drop and level it. Because I think if you you're by doing this, you're saying you're losing this fight and then gonna win with your 6-drops. But I think that's like. I think that just puts you in too bad of a position. Like, there's just too many ways for Tibby to scam one fight.
Yeah. This is a very scary spot, yeah.
I don't think the Toad is enough. It's tempting because, like, yeah, you're kind of getting big united on, but I don't think you have ways to actually take advantage of the Toad.
Yeah, this is the thing. I think Toad is like really fucking good, but when you also have big units, but your big units are just smaller than their big units, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
You have to
so this
now.
is the best way to
You have to,
play the Toad here, but I don't think it's enough. I think you're not getting any trades this way that you couldn't have gone without the Toad.
yeah. I also think you have to like here if you're going Toad, you now have to pivot into like Toad units.
Well, it almost worked, but it didn't. All right, let's see the 6th
Yeah.
round. That could potentially bail Violet out, but with 10 to 2 lives on pack 3, especially, like it's really easy to come up with
Well,
scam.
that's a
This is
unit.
the best possible hit, but I still think this is just favored for Tibby. Like Tibby has so much time to just find something to scam one fight. And I think especially on pack 3, it's very easy to scam one fight.
I would have kept Toad and put like Pepper on Clownfish or something, just because you
Yeah,
can
like
actually just
Capybara
enable.
seems a lot worse. I guess it's another 6 drop potentially, but like because there's no chocolate in this pack, the odds are not exactly high. Ooh, not buying that pepper is very weird.
Yeah, you need that Pepper. IMO.
I think Violet got stuck in the idea of like, oh well, I can. Well, no, actually, it just doesn't make sense. The pepper was a clear buy.
Yeah. What's Hawk doing? I could do a little
It's
bit of stuff.
okay. It's not better than just putting cheese on something.
Yeah, I agree. I think both are worse than putting pepper on something, though.
Yeah. I could see the
Like,
argument. It's interesting whether you put the pepper on the jellyfish because the jellyfish gets the most value out of it, or one of the smaller units to try and get Stego onto the jellyfish. But I think either way, it's a lot better than skipping the pepper.
I think you just put pepper on Cloud.
Yeah, I think that's. I think I would probably reach the same conclusion, but the skipping the pepper was like the only bad play here.
And I think not
Oh
selling
wait, it's another
capybara for
Stegosaurus. Oh no, it's over. It's
yeah.
over. All right, Tibby takes the set 4-2. Well played, well played. So next up, I need to do matchups with Geo, and then I can stream Bagels versus Echo. I will not be streaming your matchup. Sorry, Damon.
Aww. Moose, my favorite kind of cheese is probably pepper jack or Munster.
Do you want to commentate? Do you want to commentate Bagels Echo when I'm done here, or when I'm done with matchups, or do you have somewhere to be?
I can like commentate some of it. I also need to cook dinner at some point. So
No, you don't. Just order food.
no. You want me to go broke? You can order me food, Markoto.
Is it worth to me to buy you a pizza to get you to commentate with me?
Hey.
Probably not, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I'll send you pictures of food.
All right.
Best of both worlds. But I'll commentate some of it. We'll see.
Sounds good. All right, I'll see you in a bit. I gotta do matchups first.
Wait, you're gonna let me help you with matchups?
Okay, you know what? Sure, you can stick around. Just don't leak.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna need much help though.
You've got captaining experience. You probably know what you're doing.
I guess let me go look at what team you're playing.
We're playing Kai and Geo. Hold on.
Oh shit! I actually can't help you because I'm in that, and so I've actually seen some of their matchup planning. They haven't
All
done
right.
that. They haven't done much like that. I can see like in like the public channels, but I do know a little bit. So.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna change that much because I have a very clear plan for what I'm doing this week.
Yo, King Bob hit you with the G's. Ouch.
If Kodo doesn't go against me, Kodo is coward. I don't think I'm gonna do that. Sorry, Kai. I think I'm down to money match you on another time, but well, not with the same terms. But I cannot justify that for my team.
Damon, just go global. We know you like to walk around the house.
Aliens versus Brexit is such a dank name. Matchup strategy. Okay, I was picking first. Yeah. Alright.
I mean, he is in jet. He should be ready. Well, by the way, do you see that very mean GIF that he sent to me?
Yeah.
I think the Kodo Cody matchup would be so fucking sick.
It'd be sick, but I just don't think it would actually be correct. I think I am better used elsewhere, and we have better people against Connie.
So you're saying you're just scared to lose? Cody.
Yes, I'm scared to lose, so I will put myself against someone better than Connie. On a scale from 25 to 75, how bad did I play? I'll say 50. About in the middle. Some good stuff, some bad stuff.
Markoto, that is so funny. Somebody just tagged me and said, I think you're my matchup for the Puppy Pack tournament if you're still doing that. And I'm literally banned in that server. How am I still in that tournament? I guess let me text Stay Theory.
What's your actual... No, my answer is actually 50. Alright, sending out Juice first. Everyone else is too counterpickable here.
Oh, let me go look. Oh, shit. I just sent in Juice.
Yeah. I had some matchup plans. So Zenyatta would have been the pick because I think Zenyatta would be fine against any of the bottom four. The problem is Zenyatta's already played both weeks, and I don't want to have to play Zenyatta here and then bench them twice in a row, and so because I think that would be bad for like motivation. So trying to bench Zenyatta this week.
Yeah, I realized I benched Hungry 2 weeks in a row. I think it fucked with his motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Why not Beast? Beast seems like a really good blind for you.
Combination of I wouldn't want Beast against like Jamel. I think that would be a bit of a waste. Also, Beast has exams this week, so we're benching him.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he leaked that in chat. Which I will tell
and
you.
Ogre both responded. It's the first pick. You should have someone planned against people who I can send.
Okay, I don't know about that, Marketta.
Do you not have like a planned counter pick in mind for each person? I feel like that's pretty basic.
Not like for each individual person. Maybe kind of. Me and Moose just do a little chart.
Oh, so I do that chart and then I like do a bunch of math on the chart and like generate like who I think is like optimal counter pick for each person, and then like develop a strategy from there.
Or at least think everything is so situational that it doesn't matter if you have quote unquote optimal counter picks.
I think it can make a pretty big difference.
We
Imagine
could share.
who won the coin flip. They won, so I sent Juice.
Speaking of which, I did not do my coin flip with FBL early, so I was not able to plan for that.
I mean, I
So it's
used
just
to just plan for both possibilities. It's only 2 possibilities.
Markoto, but already like inside of those 2 possibilities are like 100 possibilities each. So that's a lot
Explain the
more than you
problem,
make it
then
sound.
I'll understand the problem here.
I feel like Tangle's the only reasonable person here ever.
I'm not leaking the chart. Because it could matter in playoff season, because we're making playoffs.
What are they thinking about? You guys are all so harsh. Let
It's been
Brexit
like
cook.
10 minutes. I know they're here.
What do you mean 10 minutes, Markoto? It's been like 2.
It's basically the same. Okay, it's been 4 minutes. Whatever. This is way too long. It's the first pick.
Let Brexit cook.
Oh, he typed and then immediately stopped typing. Okay, month. That's fine. Body. Okay.
No, I'm just playing. I mean, your play looked good, Tibby. There were some plays I was very surprised by you making.
Oh,
But
what I
overall,
had in mind was
you played
Brodizak.
okay.
Does that fuck me over ever? It'd be better to do T-Disc if I think they're benching one of their top 2, because then I can do Brodizak versus a low seed instead.
I think you just.
The problem is if they do go top 5, then that fucks us over really hard, because I do not want Brodizak against top seed. I guess just doing T-Disc versus a bottom seed in that case is fine. Alright.
You don't just do T-Disc here?
No, because the problem is that if they do go top 5, then we get fucked, because I think Brodizak against the top seed would be really bad.
So did you look at who they've benched so far?
Yeah, so they're
That they
always playing
benched
Kai. It would make sense for them to bench Gio or Violet, but I just don't think it would be a good. I think it's just not worth taking the risk, because I think T-Disc versus Jamel or Dune is fine.
I just think T-Disc would be favored, whereas 2Z isn't.
Yeah, but I think it works out to more EV, because like I think T-Disc would be virtually guaranteed to win against Dune, and then like against Jamel, I think like that switching of those is like fine.
I don't know. I just think you could have 2 favorites with like
Yeah,
a
but I
then of
think the
2Z.
overall EV works out about the same, and this avoids the risk of them going top 5. So now this is weird. If I put myself in, actually no, putting myself in is fine. It's like not great because I would. Well, okay, wait. If I put myself in, they could go Geo or Violet. If I put Tibby in, they could go Kyogre, and that would be bad. I guess it's less likely for a bad thing to happen if I put Tibby in. Oh wait, but if okay, yeah, they don't have Month. It's probably just Tibby.
What, you don't want to be VK?
I
Then you
wanted Kai.
definitely.
I think I have a better matchup on Kai.
If you're trying to force UVK, you have to. You can't blindsend yourself.
Yeah, I think I have to do Tibby. But the thing is, they can now
Yeah.
just counterpick Kai, so it kind of works out the same, but I think this is slightly higher EV.
I mean, yeah, it works out the same, but you were kind of forced into this regardless.
So now here's the problem. If they go top 5 and they go Geo against Tibby, we're in a bit of a weird spot. Because T-Disc really does not want to play Violet. Apparently, it's like a very bad matchup for T-Disc. But that means I can do me versus Violet and T-Disc versus Kyogre, and that's probably okay. People are saying they think Brodizak versus Caudy is really bad, but I think it should be fine. It means Brodizak doesn't play Pack 2, which will probably be a good idea. Because he was not having a good time. I think it's fine. Get him a Pack 1 player. Maybe... Okay, if you say so, T-Disc. Like, yeah, I think, like, if you don't have, like, a mental block or whatever, you should be fine against Violet. I think you've got a good shot. It's just, like, if you just think you really can't do it.
Yeah, I agree, Tyler. I think 2Z Kadi is pretty bad for them.
I mean, it's not great, but I don't think we had a better option. Because the risk involved if we put, like, T-Disc or someone and then, like, do Brotozak versus a top seed is just too much, I think. What is this? This is the matchups for Team Tour. This is how we pick who plays each week. Yeah, T-Disc, we can't really sit you. I mean, I think putting Zenyatta in is a throw for a variety of reasons. Oh, you're Jamal? Okay. That makes sense. Good to see you then.
That's who Boomtak is. I knew Boomtak. Just couldn't remember who it was.
What if we tank the week? I think that's too. I think that's too low EV. Like, I think outside of like just the fact that that pretty much guarantees we lose the week. I think the other issue is that the other issue at that point is that Zenyatta then sits the last 2 weeks of the season, which I think is probably bad.
I don't know if anybody's told you yet, J Mill, but 3-0 and K-Tom is like really impressive. K-Tom had an amazing season last season. Everybody
Yeah,
was
K-Tom
thinking he
was
was
like
going to be
known
like,
for like consistently slaying like lower seeds. So we're probably unfavored in Juice Month and Tuzikati. So if they go top 5 on us, we're in a bit of a tough spot. Because at that point, me and Tibby are probably favored, but then I don't think T-Disc would be favored. Regardless of how it goes.
well, also, you and Tibby might not be favored.
I think me and Tibby are very well, if they do Kai Tibby, then that would be awkward.
Yeah, if they counterpick Kai right here, they already have 2 favored matchups, and then you literally have to try to win the rest of your matchups, which is going to be tough.
Tibby can beat Kai. I personally put it like pretty close to 50.
Yeah. No, I think it's. So if we're talking about the whole set, I think it's 60-40 because I think it's like 55-45 for each game.
So that actually produces 65. Wait, who's that? No, that doesn't. Never mind.
No, it comes out to a little bit
60,
over
40.
60, right? Yeah. Like what?
But realistically, I think like they're very close. I think like Kai's style of Pack 2 would play poorly into Pack 1. And if it's Pack 1 mirrors, I think Tibby's got a very good shot.
I mean, does Kai Pack 1 mirror Tibby though? That would seem bad. Also, what the fuck is Bagel's profile picture? I just have to ask. Does anybody know?
Are you seeing it?
Like in streams and VODs, like just seeing it like up close and personal. What is that profile picture? Like it's the profile picture you know, like the one he's always had.
I mean, isn't it just like an avatar or something? I don't know.
Is that what you look like, Bagels? That's you?
I don't know. If they throw top 5, we might be forced to play Beast. Yeah. I mean, Beast said he could play, but we have to bench him at some point. I feel like we get much better EV overall if we just bench him now. I think we still bench Beast and just take an unfavored. I think taking an unfavored week here is fine if we still have like some winning chances, and then just having better chances the next week. I think it's best to just maximize overall EV rather than try to like get correct breakpoints to win all 3 weeks. Especially when it's I think we usually still make playoffs if we win 2. Darn, they did go Ogre and didn't Geo. Okay, well this does mean that's tough. Because now they still can go top 5 and force Violet.
Yeah, you're just counterpicking yourself here always, though, right?
I mean, if we think if we think they're planning to go top 5, it's a lot better to counterpick. If we think they won't go top 5, then we have to do me here and then pick T-Disc and they put in Jamal or Doom.
I mean, but aren't you playing regardless? And so are you saying it might be better if you play Violet?
No, so instead, what would be nice here, we put in T-Disc and then put in me, and then we get me versus Violet and Tidus versus Geo, which I think is a lot better. But that's only if we think they're putting in top 5. If we don't think they're putting in top 5, then we do me here, and then we put in T-Disc, and they put in a low seed.
Well, can't you just force them into playing their top 5 if you just send T-Disc and then send
No,
yourself?
but we don't want them to play their top 5. It's just that if they are playing their top 5 anyway, then I think we have to put me in, and then just hope they don't go top 5.
Fluffo, you have to see some of my Arctic phone drawings. They are unimaginably bad.
Now they did go top 5. Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have to take the gamble. I also don't think this is that bad. I think if Tidus can get over the mental block, I think Tidus has perfectly fine chances against Violet. Tidus just has the impression that they always lose.
Yeah, they just need to be confident.
Yeah, no shit, Tyler. Who do you want me to say? They put in top 5 and we had to bench one of our top 3. Of course the matchups are not going to look good.
Wait, does this mean that they might throw against my team in the last week? Let's go.
I mean, the winning line here is Tibby beats Kyogre, I beat Geo, and then one of these 3 happening is pretty reasonable.
I mean, I think you can get one win out of those 3, but then both you and Tibby winning will be tough.
I think I beat Geo like most of the time. I think it's just that every other match is like slightly unfavored to huge to largely unfavored. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, there was no way to avoid this, right? Because if I put myself in instead of Tibby, they can just put in Geo, and then the same thing happens. Juice
Yeah,
loaded.
I mean, it wasn't.
He's okay.
Wasn't really up.
I think he's unfavored. Like I think my play was fine. It's just they're going top 5. It's kind of hard to win here. I guess maybe if I put myself in instead of Tibby, we can sometimes dodge like the Tidus Violet matchup. I don't know. That's hard. But like I said, it's not that bad because I think we can still go 2 and 3 and usually make playoffs. And we still have okay-ish odds here. Is throwing juice first correct? I think it has to be. Every other option has much bigger risks. I guess like throwing a top seed in first could have made sense, but then like I think getting me versus Cotty would be really bad. T-Disc, it makes sense. They just need one more win to make playoffs, and so it makes sense to just go top 5. So, like, maximizing total EV changes when you only need one win, because at that point, it is mathematically better to have, like, one very high probability and one very low probability than to have, like, largely equal probability. So it makes sense to just, like, stack your top 5 against whichever team you think, hey, you have the best shot of beating. Looks like you match up poorly. I mean, yeah, we needed if we wanted to have like better chances to win this week, we needed to play Beast. But the problem is I don't think we can afford to play Beast here, because then our chances to win following weeks are much worse. And it doesn't really improve our odds that much because Beast has exams this week. So I think we made the right plays. It's just gonna be tough.
Yo, Echo Bagels asked you to stream their set. It doesn't look like they're streaming anywhere.
Bagels is streaming on Twitch.
Oh,
I'll go.
okay.
I'll go look at that after I post these matchups. Yeah, Jable, we definitely still have a chance. Good luck. Good luck. We definitely aren't favored, but I think we have reasonable odds to win. It's not out of the question. Are this week's matchups? It's looking pretty tough, but I think we still have an okay chance to win. And 2-3. And worst case, 2 and 3 still usually makes playoffs. Okay, we did. I mean, I mostly just need to step up the coaching this week. I think a big part of why we lost this week is because I didn't coach enough. I had a lot going on, and just a little more coaching could have gotten Beast that win. Is what is. All right. Not on Twitch. Where are they streaming? You're right, I don't think they're streaming anywhere.
Wow.
Is Bagels' Twitch something I don't recall? Hold on, streams and
He linked the stream.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Maybe his stream
He
died.
just didn't set the stream title to Super Auto, the stream category to Super Auto Pets.
Oh.
Alright, so Echo is apparently up 1-0. That's pretty surprising.
Yep.
Alright, Almond. Oh, let me screenshot.
Moose probably just saw that the Kings lost.
Oh. Alright, hello?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Discord crashed. Just making sure it was still working. Why is Bagels going permanent Mantis?
Who was the Chad that went Whale Hedgehog today? God, I watched that game. Who was that? Who was that? It was the set where they got super tilted. Oh yeah, it was Waifu. That's right.
Star Pack tourney. This is semis. I know this is quarterfinals. Bagels versus Echo. Best of 7. Echo is up 1-0 apparently.
Wait, they're in quarterfinals already? God damn.
I mean, it wasn't a very big tournament.
I know, I just feel like some people haven't even played a set yet.
So, this is the problem with Permanent Mantis. You end up just bleeding 3 gold a turn on to just feed things to the Mantis. I like Mantis a lot, just not running it permanently.
I mean, if you like it, Permanent Mantis, it's just fine sometimes.
I
You're
see
fine to
Mantis
buy.
as just a way to get pills for a few turns, and then as soon as you don't have something to pill, you usually just sell it. Oh, but the donkey actually ruined everything for
Yeah, but if you just
for
think
Echo
about like,
there.
if you just think about the 3 gold every turn you're spending on the Mantis buff, it's fine if you have level 2 Mantis.
Yeah, but I'm saying you should not have level 2 Mantis in the first place. I think having that is the error here.
That's the thing. I think if you get handed level 2 Mantis, then it's just perfectly fine because it's just a big unit. I don't think it's like that good, but I think it's a playable one.
I don't know. I didn't see the first part of this game, so maybe it would have made sense, but I very rarely see times where I'm like, yeah, I think it made sense to go Mantis here over just leveling other things.
Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering. Was playing sets and pools actually just bad because of how many people like threw or just didn't play
I think there were enough people who played pools that it was not correct.
to not
Alright.
play or to play?
That it was correct to play.
Okay.
I just got really unlucky. Also, like getting a buy is probably better than having it to play a set, even if you have a slightly harder set.
Well, I mean, like, I don't think I was ever going 4-0 in my pool though.
Well, you should get better.
I'm not that good at pack 3.
Well, you should fix that. It's a really easy pack.
It's a really easy pack if you're fucking lame as shit.
Well, yeah. Part of being good at pack 3 is accepting that it's okay to play lame. Alright, take Seahorse, roll. Yep, looks good. Alright, new update.
Oh, buying the second Seahorse. Interesting.
I think it's fine. It's a pair. There's not that much. So like on on good gold intervals, it makes sense. It does give you more odds to win the fight because sometimes one seahorse isn't enough. I think it's usually okay. Let's go salamander here. I feel like you actually with the salamander, I would argue you don't even take 3-drops. He combined the mice last turn, I think, so that would make sense. But why
I'm
is
so
this stupid
confused about this turn.
salamander?
Did he mean to sell the kiwi without buying a strawberry? Like, was that on purpose? I'm so confused.
He also skipped. None of this makes any sense to me. I guess maybe his logic is that one kiwi is not enough to justify. Well, no, like I've talked to Bagels about this in the past, and he's said that like he thinks having a strawberry is good just so because there's a lot of things it plays into, like pelican, shoebill, velociraptor. So that's probably not it. I guess he was thinking that there's no other way to get the turn.